Network. This is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
Now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Brady Despain, and Doug Winters.
In movie production, when they are recording a scene, they will do multiple times. Each attempt is called a take. You got the first take, second take, and as many takes as necessary to get it right. Tonight feels a little bit like take two. The COVID pandemic has certainly created obstacles, which has canceled spring practice, got canceled. Oologah had a unique fall camp. Had to certainly do it differently. We were off to a rough start. First game against Stuytuk. Mistakes just killed us. Put the ball on the ground too many times. Week 2, a very winnable game against Claremore. We just couldn't finish. Then we went on a 3-week pandemic pause. News would roll in, sometimes the middle, sometimes the latter part of the week. Hey, there's no game on Friday night, and just kind of take the breath out of your lungs. In essence, the Mustangs have had 3 weeks. You could call it another fall camp. Tonight, we're just going to call it take 2, as the Mustangs finally have the opportunity to turn the lights on, put the pads on, and play football. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, and it is so good to be back on the air. I'm joined by my partner in crime tonight, the man that gave up a promising career as a musician with his once infamous music group called Detention, so he could be a color analyst for high school football on Friday nights. The band was made up of teachers nonetheless. It's girls head basketball coach, a fun guy just to hang around with, Doug Winters. So were you the lead singer of that group? I got to hear this story.
We had a very talented group of teachers, and we played in a talent show live, and then a couple of gigs. But yeah, we had a good time.
What'd you play?
I was the lead singer.
You were the lead singer. Could you do the Mick Jagger leg kick thing? Was that real?
No, I did the chicken. I did the Mick Jagger chicken with the head.
Is there any video of any of this anywhere?
Believe it or not, there is.
Okay.
But it's sealed in a safety deposit
I will have
box.
to see if I can go to Miss Winters. Somehow I got to get blackmail information on you, because we would love to show that as one of our halftime.
Let's talk about these boys.
Man, it's good to be back, isn't it?
Yes.
3 weeks off, and you'd prepared, you'd watch film, you'd practice, and man, then just your legs pulled out from under you. And I know, in talking with the coaches, they were really excited a couple of those ball games. I know we got off to a rough start in the season, but they were really excited to play Stuytuk, and they're really excited for those ball games. But we're here tonight, and man, this is what the best of Friday night football has to offer. The anticipation is high. High school principal Kevin Hogue was just in here, and he's like, man, this is making my day. The band's here, the lights are on. These kids worked so hard for this. Tonight we get to do this. So
I tell you what, I just can't even imagine. I was a football player many moons ago, but these seniors working so hard for a month without a game. And it's hard to be motivated every day in practice when you know you're not playing that Friday night. So their opportunities are numbered now, so every moment's precious. So.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun night tonight. We're starting our broadcast early because here in just a little bit, we're going to recognize an incredibly talented group of seniors. And so just a little bit, we're going to catch the voice, Kent Jensen, in there, and he's going to recognize these seniors and their parents. And so that's why our broadcast is starting a little bit early. And so we'll
get one of those, don't you?
I do. I got one walking the field tonight.
All right.
So I'm going to kind of have to hand the keys over to you. And
ooh, that's scary.
Yeah.
I haven't been around in a month, man. I was subbing in for Kent. You had Hogue here, so I was having fun.
So even to this week has been a unique week because we've been kind of on, what do they call it, voluntary quarantine, or voluntary. So the
voluntary distance learning.
Yeah, the voluntary virtual. There you go. The halls have been a little bit thin, but Coach, talk to us a little bit what it's like. I know there was anticipation about finally getting to play, and probably by Thursday we knew we were going to get to play. What's the attitude and atmosphere in the hallways?
Well, we didn't see a whole lot of kids, but luckily it worked because I don't think we had a positive this week, and so it paid off.
Rogers County stepped down a little bit, so we got that news today.
This afternoon. That's fantastic news, but the guys that I did see, they were pumped. They were stoked for this game tonight. Again, it is district play or conference play, and so it means something. And they want to prove they're a good team.
Yeah.
And if you've seen scores of what Claremore has been doing, that was a winnable game. And even though, we haven't had a win yet, they've played decent, good football, and they're better than the record shows.
Yeah.
And they want a chance to prove that tonight.
Coach Wagner was talking about, man, they were just kind of licking their chops for some of those teams that they were going to get to play. They really felt those games were winnable, and then COVID got
Coach
involved.
Rowe was so stoked for Sky Tug. He was so let down when we didn't get to play. So
a little bit of bad news on the Oologah front. Our girls finished up their softball play today. They lost in regional play. Man, they played hard, had Poto up here, and so their season's finished. But what an incredible group of ladies. Had a great season.
And right when they were really going strong and getting into stride, they lost 2 weeks in quarantine. So
I think that's part of the equation because
you lost the rhythm, you lost your especially hitting. Timing is everything. You lose your timing, and then you're scrambling to get all your district games in before regionals because it's a requirement. So, I mean, everybody's going through it, but not, I don't think, quite the way we did.
Well, so you had 3 weeks of games to make up in 1 week. I mean, Brady texts me the schedule, hey, what can you be here for to announce, and so on and so forth. And so they're playing a game at 11, coming back playing a game at 2, and another one at 4. They were tired.
Yeah.
They were tired.
And this senior group, they have nothing to be ashamed of and hang their heads. They've been in a state tournament twice. I know they were hoping for more, but they've had such a great career. A couple of them seniors are going to move on and play at the next level.
Yeah.
So Coach Brown, Coach Jan, they've done an awesome job in the last 3 years at this place since I've been here.
It's a fun night tonight. It's senior night. We're going to recognize our senior cheerleaders, our senior band kids, our senior football players, and there's a big crew of them. We're going to talk with TJ Eckert here in just a moment, and it's going to be a Friday night football game. The Miami War Dogs, this is district play. They have made the road trip to Oologah to take on the Mustangs, and I don't know about you, I look at those guys out there, and they're in that beautiful home blue and gold. Those boys are fired up and ready to play some football. We'll be back with TJ Eckert right after this. It's the Advanced Homes Mustang Tailgate Show.
I want to take a minute and tell you about my friends at Gator Tees, where you can get the best in custom screen printing. I've used Gator Tees custom screen printing for over 20 years. They're reliable, dependable, creative, and simply the best. Whether it's your church group, Boy or Girl Scout troop, school club, sports team, you name it, Gator Tees does it all. You can bring your own design, or they'll create a unique, state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind design created just for you, your event, or organization. Gator Tees has been making the best t-shirt designs in the Tulsa area for a long time. Give my friend Gator a call for a small or extra large order. Gator Tees is the place to trust. You're going to pay the same, so why not get the best? Gator Tees, 918-630-4357. That's 918-630-4357. Gator Tees, custom screen printing and apparel. And go Mustangs!
Welcome back to the Mustang Tailgate Show, joined as we are every time with News Channel 8 Sports Director TJ Eckert. TJ, it's been a couple of weeks, brother. It's been a hot minute since we've had the chance to talk.
It's good to hear your voice, Brent. Feels like it's been a month.
Yeah, it has. Oologah has not played for the last 3 weeks because of COVID, so we are glad tonight to get the pads on and get the lights on. Matter of fact, it's senior night for us. We'll talk more about that in just a second. But let's talk first about where you're going tonight. What's the Channel 8 game of the week?
Yeah, so our game of the week is Beggs Metro Christian. It's been a really good matchup these past few years. Last year, Metro beat Beggs in the semifinals, and the year before that, Beggs beat Metro in the semifinals. So kind of some good history here between these two teams. And Beggs is loaded with talent. Kendall Daniels going to Texas A&M. They got a couple other kids that will to be one mix. Metro does not have those type of athletes, but they are the defending state champions, and they beat Beggs last season. So it should be a good one down south of the Metro.
You know, as I was kind of thumbing through Squirtle, which is an app I use to get all the updates, a couple of games that got my attention. And of course, and I have some Sand Springs connections. My wife is a Sandite. Sand Springs has a brand new head coach, a guy named Bobby Klink, played football at OU. He's been with Bill Blankenship at Owasso. He's got some state rings on his finger. And the Sandites are 4-1, taking on Booker T tonight. That's kind of one of the games that caught my attention as well.
Two really good teams, in my opinion, coming in. Booker T is 4-1. They're 4-1 in the conference. Booker T's a little hurt by the fact that the best player, Gentry Williams, is out for the season with an injury, so that's tough on the Hornets. But Sand Springs has looked really good all season long. First year with Bobby Klink, as you mentioned. He's done a really good job there. Their only loss is to Bishop Kelly, who's one of the better teams in 5A, and it was a 1 or 2 point loss. I can't remember the final score of that one, but a very close loss for the Sandites. And then Booker T is just good every year. I mean, you know what you're going to get from them. They're going to have athletes. They're going to play fast. They're going to challenge you. So two pretty good teams in 6A2 should be a fun one.
How are your Bixby Spartans doing? Because it looks like they are steamrolling everybody that steps on the field with them.
There's an argument that Bixby, again, is the best team in the state, regardless of class. I think the argument was made last year. I think they were the best team in the state last year, regardless of class. I think they would have beat Owasso last year, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did it, if they were that way again this year too. They obviously went over to Carl Albert last week, a perennial 5A power, and beat them by 42. I mean, just hammered them. So. They're continuing to play a great schedule. They beat Union, they beat Jenks, they beat Broken Arrow in a scrimmage before the season started. I don't know. I haven't seen a team that can beat them yet, and I've shot games for every team on this side of the state that I think could do it. So, yeah, they're impressive. They play Choctaw tonight. Choctaw's got some good players, but man, until someone can step up and beat Bixby, I'm waiting for that day, really.
Absolutely. So tonight, the Mustangs are hosting Miami. This is actually, because of our cancellations, this is actually our first real district game to get to play tonight. Our first 2 games we lost. The first one, we just put the ball on the ground too many times. The second one was the game that kind of slipped away from us. And so I know that Coach Wagner is excited to get his boys out there. They were ready to play 2 weeks ago and last week. And so Oologah and Miami tonight, it's a district game. So we're just ready to play some football.
Well, I think, Brent, when you don't get to play, when you get it kind of taken away from you like you guys have the past 2 weeks, there's no need for added motivation going into games like this. I mean, the kids are going to be fired up. They'd be fired up to play anybody. And so just to get back on the field, I know you mentioned it's senior night, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's another reason to get fired up for it. So I'm expecting a very energetic, excited, motivated Oologah Mustang team tonight, no doubt.
Well, when you finish watching us tonight on our YouTube channel, flip over to Channel 8. You can see TJ and his crew as they do a great job of wrapping up all of the high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma. TJ, man, I hope I get to talk to you next week.
Fingers crossed for that, Brent, no doubt.
We will be back with more of the Mustang Tailgate Show right after this.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Hello, Mustang fans. We're back. This is Doug Winters doing the job of Brett Kellogg, but he's down with his son enjoying senior night, so bear with me. I'm met tonight in the box by a special guest, Mr. Kevin Hogue.
Good evening, everyone.
Our high school principal. And Tell me about the Friday today, Mr. Hope.
Today was great. By the way, it's good to be here, good to be on the field. Got to start the day off with morning pep. If you don't know what morning pep is, if you're from the outside world, the band comes down the hallway. We've been doing it outside because of the pandemic, but we go out on the north end, and it's just like a morning pep rally. It's a great way to start your day, to see the smiles, to see the cheerleaders smile and the band playing, the football boys, the coaches. It was great to be back to somewhat normalcy today.
3 years ago when I got hired here, the first Friday I saw that, it was unbelievable. It was awesome. I said, if this is the way it is every Friday morning, I love it. I love the tradition. And I have missed that over this last month.
Yeah, it's great. First time in 4 weeks we've had that. Like I said, it's just a great way, and you could tell in the hallways. Kids were excited. There weren't as many kids here this week because we were Orange 2, as everyone knows at home. A lot of kids taking advantage of distance learning. But, man, it just felt good again.
Yeah. I heard this afternoon we went down to Orange 1. So
yes, great news. County went way down, almost into the yellow. So really, really happy to hear that. That just means more normalcy for our kids, and so that makes me happy.
It was tough seeing just seemed like a ghost town with the kids being gone.
Yeah, I think at one point yesterday we had 153 kids in the high school, and so a school of over 500. Definitely don't like that. Like to see the kids. That's why we all do it. So hopefully this can be a growing trend where we keep going down, and we just had a rough patch there. And I would like to say K through 12, we've been doing a phenomenal job. I know my kids are at the middle school. They have daily seating charts. So this week when even more kids were out of the building, my kids were moving around even at the middle school to get further apart to ensure that they weren't going to have to be quarantined. So just a big thank you to everyone in the district. You're a teacher here. You know the mess it's caused. It's a pain. It's something you have to think about every hour. Right. But just kudos to you guys.
Well, I heard one of your middle schoolers is not moving around too good. How's Sam?
Yeah, shout out to Sam. Sam's at home right now. Sam broke his ankle yesterday in junior high football practice. He is a proud Mustang football player for the first time in 7th grade. Had a rough day. Pretty bummed out because he's going to have to miss the rest of the season.
Of course.
But yeah, so shout out to Sam. Thanks.
Well, let's talk about tonight's game. Have you heard anything from the coaches and the players about anticipation?
So I've made it out this week. I was really anxious to see kind of how the kids were going to respond. Here we are, kind of that 4th week without a game. This will be 28 days. And I will tell you that it looked like the first week. And talking to Coach Wagner, he put them through the ropes and wanted them to be ready. So they were hitting, they were cracking, they were going fast. There was a big emphasis. And like I said, it looked like the first week. It looked like spring training, so to speak. I know. Go ahead.
If you would, I know a lot of this is senior night, and we
Yes,
are
sir.
celebrating seniors. From a principal's perspective, can you tell us a little bit about this senior class, not just football, but everything?
Absolutely. This senior class, for me, is really involved in the school. And as you know, senior classes can make a really big impact or a small impact, and sometimes the big impact can be a negative. That is definitely not the case with this group. They are involved. They're in leadership. They're in student council. They play multiple sports. They're in multiple band, choir, debate. They've left a big footprint and kind of continued that tradition. You know, my first year here, a word that kept coming to mind back when we had, Cole Dunbar and Chance Deach and the Vance, he was playing line and a 4-year starter at left tackle. You hardly ever hear that. They were just gritty. And that reminds me of this group. They're just a gritty bunch of kids, great kids you enjoy being around. And I'm happy for them that they get a little bit of normalcy tonight. And hopefully we can get all these games in. We're going to have a crazy schedule coming up. We can talk about that. But just grit and just great kids that you enjoy talking to and being around.
Well, let's talk about that. I know this is the first district game, so we've missed 2. How are we going to get these redone and rescheduled?
Yeah, right now we're the only team in the district that hasn't played a game, and the only team right now that's had to postpone 2 games. Skytook's getting ready to be in that situation, but it's going to mean chaos. So we're going to play tonight, then we're going to turn around, and most likely we're still trying to reslot that Skytook game. We're going to play next Thursday for fall break, and then we're going to go Thursday, Monday, Friday, Monday, Friday potentially. So you're talking, 5 games in 15 days? I've never heard of that. But they're district games, and when in high school football, you don't have a bye week, so there's nowhere to slot them. OSSA kind of just told us, deal with it, figure it out. And I know Coach Wagner's behind the scenes. They're trying to talk to teams about maybe potentially moving a Friday game to a Saturday game to give you an extra day here or there to prep and give the kids. I mean, that's a lot of stress on a kid's body.
You bet. That's being an ex-coach, football coach, that would worry me.
That's the concern for me.
Injuries would worry me, especially that 4th and 5th ball game.
Yeah, and if you know our kids and you know our team, we're talented. I think we can compete with just about anybody on any given night, but playing that many games, and then what kind of shape are you in if you earn one of those bids into district? What kind of shape are you in to make a run? Guys, we're about 6 minutes here to senior night to kick off. And looking forward to it. We got a long line. If you're here in the stands, you can see we're backed up all the way to parking. We got a lot of seniors. We got a lot of senior football players, a lot of senior band members. And I've been telling the band kids they've been working really hard. They got a contest next week on the 13th. But seeing them transition this afternoon to bring all their gear in warmed my heart because it meant normalcy and it meant football again. And I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I hated we did lose our FFA fish fry.
Yes, that's a big one in the. One of the most well-attended things we do, and it's great.
I couldn't believe when Miss Smith told me how much people support that.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Big-time event. Shout out to Betty O'Donnell. I love her coconut cream pie. I'm going to have to postpone purchasing that for a couple of weeks, but I sure hope she's planning on making it because she's great. She's a former teacher of the year here in the district, if you didn't know, and she can make a coconut cream pie.
I might have to outbid her. I don't know. I'm on that.
Shelly. What are you doing?
I coach Shelly. Maybe I can.
Yeah, she probably owes you one for a technical, I'm sure, something she earned.
Oh, no. She's golden. She's golden.
Update on softball. We hosted regionals today, as you guys know, and went down today to Podo, and then Podo lost in extra innings to Bristow. So Bristow will be advancing to state. Congrats to them. Congrats to a huge senior class there. A great bunch of kids, and what a great team. They had an amazing 4-year run. A lot of those girls started as freshmen, and so just appreciate. That's the first group I came in on. So they were freshmen. Being able to see them in softball being one of the first things that goes, kind of got me indoctrinated to being a Mustang.
I really enjoyed them. I coached a little bit of softball at Coweta, and I really enjoyed this team. Super talented, well coached, bunch of girls. Also enjoyed watching volleyball this year.
Yeah, volleyball hosted regionals. We haven't done that for a few years. Competed really hard, ran into a buzzsaw, Cassia Hall. They were in our region, and they are super, super good. But our girls competed really hard.
Oh, they played with them,
a few unforced errors on our part, and we're right there. So
yes.
Proud of the girls, proud of where we're going there.
I like the new coach, too. She's a good hire.
They do a good job. All right.
Can you tell me anything about the winter sports? I know a little bit about them.
Yeah, you should know a little bit about it. That's getting cranked up, so everyone knows October 1 is when those can really officially get cranked up. So even today, the basketball boys were, if you're not familiar, the boys and the girls have to rotate high school gyms. So the boys are in the high school this week. They go till about 4 o'clock, so they're getting after it and seeing their intensity ramp up. I stood in there day before yesterday and watched a little bit of basketball practice, and I played basketball. It was good to see. So that's on the horizon, along with wrestling and swimming, which Coach McCarthy does a tremendous job and has really built a big-time program. Lots of junior high kids coming up, lots of numbers coming up, and then swimming. You don't think of us, you think of our pool, but we have a big-time swim program. We have a state champion, Mia Pendleton, and, man, we're good at swimming, and we compete against everybody, the Owassos and the Jinxes of the world. So.
A lot of exciting things happening here at OHS.
Yeah, we're going to kick it off here. We're going to send it over to Brother Kent. He's going to start senior night. I got some parents anxiously looking at me. Got some cheer coaches looking at me. And so we're getting ready to kick it off for senior night. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for letting me stand in for Brent so he could go be a parent, and glad to have him be a part of it. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
At this time, we would like to honor the 2020-2021 seniors and their families. This year's seniors, Morgan Oologah Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society, and Oologah Assembly of God Youth. Morgan has been a trainer for football, wrestling, basketball, and soccer. She goes above and beyond what you ask of her to do without complaining. Morgan would like to thank Mrs. Salt, Mrs. Smith, Michelle Bright, her mom, and many others. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you to my mom for being the best bro mom. She wants to give a shout out to all the football coaches for making her suck it up and not quit. Morgan, from your parents, we are very proud of you, and may God always protect and lead you. Trainer Kenda Jones. Kenda is the daughter of Jeff and Phyllis Jones. Kenda has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. She is active in FFA, student council, leadership, being a football trainer, soccer, and wrestling manager. After high school, Kenda plans to attend Rogers State University and major in business accounting on a full ride scholarship from her FFA showing success. Tabitha Norris, trainer. Tabitha is the daughter of Cammie Norris. Tabitha has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She is active as a trainer for football, basketball, and track. Tabitha would like to thank her mom and her friends for always supporting her. Stephanie Towell. Stephanie is the daughter of Paua Chong and is also escorted by her sister, Kalia Towell. Stephanie has attended Oologah schools for 10 years. She is active as a football and wrestling trainer. Stephanie would like to thank her family for always supporting her, especially her mom. Morgan, Kenda, and Casey, thank you for always being there for her. She is so blessed to have you guys in her life. She loves you. Lastly, thank you to Mrs. Taylor for being her mom at school. Football, Devin Anchorage. Devin is the son of Jennifer and Luke Campbell. He has attended Oologah schools for 8 years. Devin is active in football and track. He would like to thank the coaches, family, and friends for all of their support. Number 40, Chance Bauman. His parents are Jack and Tiffany Bauman. They've attended Oologah schools for 12 years. Chance has played football for 11 years. The past 4 years have been with the Oologah High School football team. Chance enjoys hunting, fishing, and spending time with his family and school friends. Chance plans on attending college after graduation and getting a degree in industrial engineering. Number 27, Wade Bright. Wade is the son of Rusty and Michelle Bright. He has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. Wade is active in football, baseball, student council, and is an FCA huddle captain. He would like to thank his family, friends, girlfriend, and everyone else who has supported him, and most importantly, give all the glory to God. Number 64, Cole Franklin. Cole is the son of Joni and Kyle Franklin. Cole has attended Oologah for 14 years. He's played football for Oologah for 7 years. Cole has participated in track since 8th grade, doing mainly throwing events. He has been in ag since his freshman year, taking part in skeet shooting, welding, and other competitions. Cole's plans after high school are to attend OSU IT and become a high-voltage lineman. He would like to thank his parents and coaches for always supporting him. Number 54, Nathan Langman, son of Terry and Shelley Langman. Nathan has attended Oologah Public Schools for 14 years. Nathan has been playing football since 3rd grade and is also part of the Oologah High School swim team. He enjoys fishing and hanging out with his friends. Nathan would like to thank all of his coaches and teachers for their guidance and support throughout the years. He'd also like to thank his family and his girlfriend, Mia, for always encouraging him to do better. His future plans are to attend South Dakota State University in the medical field. Number 15, Cade Rydell, son of Chelsea and Matt Rydell. Cade has attended Oologah schools for 3 years. He is a varsity starter in football and plays basketball for the Mustangs. After high school, Cade plans to attend OSU IT next year to be a high-voltage lineman. Number 11, Isaiah Ryan. Isaiah is the son of Kelly Roberts and stepson of Brandon Roberts. He has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. Isaiah is active in football, basketball, track, and FCCLA for the Mustangs. Number 12, Blake Salt. Blake is the son of Brent and Amanda Salt. He's attended Oologah Public Schools for 14 years. Blake has been active in football for 6 years, wrestling 6 years, Fellowship of Christian Athletes 2 years, National Honor Society 2 years, Student Council 4 years, in which he serves as this year's Student Council President. After high school, Blake is planning to pursue a degree in Fire and Emergency Medical Services at TCC or OSU OKC for a career as a firefighter. Blake would like to thank the Lord first and foremost for all the opportunities he's been given. Then thank you to his mom and dad for always having his back, putting him on the right path, and being his #1 fans. Number 42, Cody Siegfried, son of James and Amanda Siegfried. Cody has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. Cody's involved in Mustang football and has played the game since 3rd grade. After graduation, Cody plans to pursue his paramedic certification, pursue a career as a firefighter, work for his family's business, and race his car as much as possible. Number 22, Bryce Stevens. Bryce's parents are Roger and Julia Stevens. Bryce has attended Oologah Public Schools for the last 13 years. He's been playing football for the Mustangs for 8 years and has been involved in agriculture for 2 years. Bryce made it to regionals as well as solo finals for skeet shooting his sophomore year. He also participated in track, mostly short distance events, for 2 years. After high school, Bryce plans to go to OSU IT to major in high voltage lineman program. Bryce would like to thank his mom and dad for the continuous support, funding his school activities, and sharing the same passion he has for these activities. He would also like to thank his 2 sisters as well as their grandparents and friends for supporting him from the stands at every game. Friday night would not feel the same without you guys. That's all of our fall football players. Now for our cheerleaders. Chloe Eaton. Chloe is being escorted by Ben Haley. Chloe has attended Oologah schools for 7 years. She has been active in varsity cheerleading. Chloe plans to attend OSU in the fall for sports medicine. She would like to give a special thanks to her nanny and papa, her cousin Ben for always being there for her, and coaches Dale and Fisher for giving her the best 4 years. Laura Boyle. Laura is being escorted by her friends. Laura has attended Oologah schools for 5 years. Laura is active in varsity cheer, tennis, National Honor Society, Student Council, and FCCLA. After high school, Laura plans to pursue her dream of becoming a pediatric surgical oncologist. She would like to thank Miss Martinez, Coach Dale, and Coach Fisher. She would like to thank Cammie for loving her and being her parent. Laura would also like to thank her friends Tabby Eden, Sarah, Liz, Jazzy, Chloe, Jaylee, and Michaela for being there for her through everything. She's going to miss her cheer team very much, and she loves them all so much. Allie Gaskins. Allie is the daughter of Steve and Mary Gaskins. She has attended Oologah schools for 5 years. Allie has participated in color guard, cheer, Spanish club, Mustang movement, and student in the light. Allie would like to thank her friends, family, and God for loving her through the years, coaches for pushing her to be her best, and Mr. Matthews for believing in her when she didn't believe in herself. After high school, Allie would like to think she knows what she wants to do, but she hopes whatever path she takes is happy and made in God's way. Eden Gordon. Eden is the daughter of Ken Gordon and Holly and Jason Baker. Eden has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. She is involved in soccer, FFA, and varsity cheer. Eden plans to major in biology and become a physician's assistant. She is thankful for her mom, dad, and stepdad for being her #1 supporters and never giving up on her. Eden would also like to thank her friends for making her laugh and having her back. Jassy Trimble. Jassy is the daughter of Brandon and Angela Trimble. Jassy has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She's the varsity cheer team captain. Jassy plans to attend college in the fall, majoring in elementary education. She would like to say thank you to family, friends, cheer team, and coaches Dale and Fisher. Kenzie Williams. Kenzie's the daughter of Simon and Allison Williams. She has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. Kenzie is a member of the varsity cheer team. She would like to thank her mom, dad, and Caden for always helping her through hard times and her math homework. To both Coach Dale and Melissa for supporting her, love you all. Lacey Wood. Lacey is the daughter of Luke and Sarah Wood. Lacey has attended Oologah schools for 12 years. She's been active in the varsity cheer team. After high school, she plans on attending college. Lacey would like to thank her family, friends, Dale, and Melissa for always being there for her. That's the 2020-21 Fall Cheerleading Squad. And now for our band. Lance Bartleson. Lance is the son of Eric and Ilona Bartleson. Lance has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. He's been an active member of band, jazz band, and the academic team. Lance is currently doing teacher prep at Northeast Tech and plans to become a band teacher. Timothy Cole Branscombe. Cole is the son of Tim and Shelley Branscombe. He has attended Oologah schools for 14 years and has been an active member of the band. Cole would like to thank all his family and friends for helping him along the way. Jaden Brooks. Jaden is the son of Carrie Brooks. He has attended Oologah schools for 10 years. Jaden participates in band, jazz band, and soccer. He's planning to go to Pitt State next year. Jaden would like to give a shout out to his homegirl, Maddie. Miranda Clancy. Miranda is being escorted by grandparents Bob and Mary and sister Marissa. Miranda has attended Oologah schools for 7 years. She plans to attend OSU for business and communications hoping to be an ASL and Japanese translator and dance teacher. Miranda would like to thank her Nana and Papa for taking her in, her sister for being there, and all of her friends for supporting her. Also to Faith for making her smile every day. Caleb Clark. Caleb is accompanied by James and Tori Krause. Caleb has attended Oologah schools for 2 years. He's been active in the band, and after high school, Caleb plans to join the Air Force. Caleb would like to give a shout out to music for being a language beyond words that all can understand. Erin Coughlin. Erin is the daughter of Chris and Casey Coughlin. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. Erin has been a member of the band for 7 years. She plans to attend Auburn University to study elementary education. Erin would like to thank her family, friends, and band directors for being there for her. Gabrielle Dowdican. Gabby is the daughter of Frank Dowdican and Bonnie and Billy Nelson. She has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. Gabby has been active in the band, on the soccer team, and track team. She would like to thank her dad for always believing in her and making the best out of tough situations. Her stepdad, Billy, thank you for putting up with me through the years. Thank you to her mom for always being there when she needed her the most. You mean so much to me. You're a strong, independent woman I strive to be. I'm so thankful to be your daughter. Lastly, to her friends, family, and band directors for putting up with me. After high school, Gabby plans to attend OSU to pursue a doctorate in veterinary medicine. Ann Gates, daughter of Steve and Tammy Gates. Ann has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. She is currently an active member of the band. She would like to thank all of her friends and family who have supported her, and special thanks to Mr. Matthews. Patrick Garland. Patrick is the son of Christian Garland and Peggy Moss. He has attended Oologah schools for 10 years. Patrick has been a member of the band for 7 years and participated in choir this year. He plans to attend college and pursue archaeology. Samantha Hale. Samantha is the daughter of Russell and Becky Hale. She has attended Oologah schools for 7 years. Samantha is a member of the band and National Honor Society. She plans to attend art school for graphic design. Samantha would like to give special thanks to her family, friends, and the best section of the band, the clarinets. Zane Hogan. Zane is the son of Frank and Jessica Hogan. He has attended Oologah school for 10 years. Zane is part of the band, jazz band, choir, and academic team. He would like to give a special thanks to all the homies for being there, thick and thin. Jacob Keith. Jacob is the son of Brian and Melissa Keith. He has attended Oologah schools for 11 years. He's an active member of the band and jazz band. Jacob plans to attend college for video game design and music. He would like to thank Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, and all of his friends and family for supporting him through the years. Landon Kellogg. Landon is the son of Brent and Jerry Kellogg. He has attended Oologah-Talala schools for 8 years. He has received the High School Outstanding Achievement Award for Science. He was selected for the Green Country Band Directors Association Honor Jazz Band. He was awarded Outstanding Soloist at the multiple jazz competitions. Landon plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in psychology to become a marriage and family therapist and worship leader. Appreciation. We'd like to thank the Stallion Battalion family for being the soundtrack to this high school journey. To Mr. Smith and Mr. Matthews, thank you for being patient and always believing the best in us. Your investment will make a lifetime impact by giving us a love for music. To Miss Salt, Coach Jan, Mr. Ryan, and all the incredible staff and faculty at Oologah schools, thank you for being educators. Your sacrifice, encouragement, and knowledge has formed and shaped our lives. Your patience, generosity, and always believing the best embodies the spirit of the Mustang family. To Matt and Cassie and my Hillspring Church family, you will never know on this side of heaven what your investment means. To my mom and dad and sister Kaylee, thank you for allowing me to pursue my passion and believe in me. And most important, to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with the greatest journey this life has to offer. It truly is a joy and an honor to be an Oologah Mustang. Senior percussionist Landon Kellogg. Wesley Langford. Wesley is the son of Andrew and Catherine Langford. He has attended Oologah schools for 9 years. Wesley has participated in band and jazz band. He plans to attend Oklahoma State for business or engineering. Lewis Laura. Lewis is the son of George and Heather Laura. He has attended Oologah schools for 14 years. He is an active member of band, jazz band, and soccer. Madison McCumber. Madison is accompanied by Tim and Micah McCumber and Amy and Matt Gorey. She has attended Oologah schools for 13 years. Maddie is active in all the bands and has been drum major for the last 2 years. She's made over 16 honor bands and made small school jazz all-state, first chair, and was ranked 5th in the state for jazz. After graduation, Maddie will join the United States Air Force in hopes of making the Air Force Presidential Band in Washington, D.C. She wants to thank her parents for all the love and support they have given her. They shaped her into the person she is today. Maddie would also like to give a shout out to her homeboy Jaden and her girl Peyton for always being there and making high school one of a kind. Mason McKnight. Mason is the son of Erica McKnight and has attended Oologah schools for 8 years. He is an active member of band, debate, and the academic team. Mason would like to say thank you to his mom for everything she has done over the years. Hannah Mua. Hannah is the daughter of Boon Mua and Lanny Vang. She has attended Oologah-Talala public schools for 6 years. She's active in the marching band and concert band. When she graduates, Hannah plans on majoring in English and minoring in communications. Rose Nickel. Rose is the daughter of Dan and Michelle Nickel. She has attended Oologah School for 7 years. Rose is an active member of the Stallion Battalion. She has plans to pursue a career in cosmetology after graduation. Rose would like to thank her friends and boyfriend for impacting her life. Ivory Riffle. Ivory is the daughter of Ryan and Lacey Riffle. She has attended Oologah-Talala public schools for 5 years. Ivory is a member of the band, Stallion Battalion, and the Ag program. She would like to thank her parents and family for always supporting and having her back. Also, she would like to thank Mr. Matthews for always being there and encouraging them through this year. Thank you for believing in her when no one else did and making this band feel like family. She plans to become a welder and travel after graduation. Kylie Sladen. Kylie's the daughter of Aaron and Melanie Sladen. She has attended Oologah School for 14 years. Kylie has been in band for 7 years and plans to continue her education and attend college after high school. She wants to thank her mom, dad, and grandparents for always being there and supporting her. Kelsey Utter. Kelsey is the daughter of George and Christine Utter. She has attended Oologah School for 13 years. She's an active member of the band and plans to attend RSU in their BSN RN program. She would like to give a shout out to her second set of parents, John and Sonia Matthews. Kyla Wood. Kyla is the daughter of John and Deborah Woods. She has attended Oologah School for 10 years and has been active in band. Kayla would like to thank her friends for always supporting her and Mr. Matthews for pushing her to do better. Chloe Buckner. Chloe is the daughter of Joshua and Jennifer Buckner and Linda Bean. She's been an Oologah student for 7 years and is an active participant in the band and jazz band. Following graduation, she plans on attending RSU to become a therapist. Ladies and gentlemen, would you put your hands together for these 2021 seniors here at Oologah High School.
Wow, what a group. It's a great night when you can celebrate senior players, senior cheerleaders, band members, parents, the hours and hours of sacrifice and practice that parents and kids and coaches and everybody puts in. It's a great night when you can just celebrate and recognize everything this group of seniors have done. So I think we'll take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back, and we're about 5 minutes to kick off.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
All right, we're back. We're back, Oologah Mustang fans. I guess they have to re-stretch. It was a long senior night recognition.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the officials put a little bit more time back on. But let's go with one of Brent's favorite sections. Who you got? What are some key names tonight for you?
Well, it's got to be the quarterback, Mr. Salt. He's a tremendous leader. He's going to be a captain tonight. And, again, I think everything flows through him. As long as we cut down turnovers, and he's the key to all that, I think we're going to come out on top. How about you?
Yeah, and he plays both ways, so he's in the back of the secondary, hopefully limit big plays. For me, I'm going to go to the unsung heroes. I'm going to go to the offensive line, and those guys play on defensive line too. So when I say names like Gabe Grazier, Colin Schrader, and how about this? We have brothers starting at left tackle and left guard. We have Braden Langbean, who's a sophomore, starting next to his brother Nathan, a senior. And so that's going to be a key matchup for us. Can we dominate that side of the ball? They're the ones that make us look good.
I'm anxious to see what big brother's going to say to little brother in the huddle.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool in practice Tuesday when I came over and watched a little bit to see brother and brother, and I'm sure we've had that. We haven't had it since I've been here, so that's something neat for his family for sure.
There's no doubt, no doubt.
Absolutely.
I'm sure if he misses a block, Big Bro's going to let him know about it.
Big Bro and Coach Weeks. Coach Weeks, he's like the gentle giant, but he can bark. He can light up the field with his voice.
He can scare you.
And he's great. So those are some big key ones for me, and then obviously the skill players. We're going to need someone to step up and make a big play, whether that's a long run, maybe Aiden Trimble, or a Devin Anchorage, who's a guy that can really take the top off of a defense with his speed.
He can stretch it for sure.
So I get to pass the baton back to Brent. Appreciate you guys having me. Love doing it. Love our kids. Love our community. Thank you guys for the support, and happy to be here.
At this time, I invite you to join with me as we stand in attention for our national anthem, played by the Oologah Mustang Stallion Battalion.
gentlemen, it's time to play football. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. Glad to be back with you. It is game time. First of all, thanks to you guys for filling in.
We tried.
To let me go down there, Sam, with my graduating seniors. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Adopt U.S. Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. The Miami War Dogs have made a trip to Oologah tonight. This is actually a district game. We are getting close to kickoff. What a big senior class. Man, what a talented senior class. You think about all of our programs, from our softball program to our basketball program. Obviously, our band, was talking with John down there earlier. My son, part of the band program, thinks it's his biggest graduating class, 25.
How does it feel down there? Did it hit you, brother?
I thought I was going to weep a little bit, but
okay. We took a consensus vote up here since it is election time. We figured you got one thing right in your life, and that's
that was the boy.
Wife.
Yeah.
That's the
wife.
The
wife. Yeah.
You better say the wife.
Yeah. No. I to use a football term, I outpunted my coverage. She will tell you she got bait and switched. Like I was this romantic guy and would write a romantic love songs and take her on all these dates, and we got married, and that all. It slowed significantly, so she would say she got.
I was thinking when I saw you guys down there, I was thinking about my four, and it really hit me that night when I was walking my first son Trent down. Man, where'd the time go?
They go fast.
Yeah,
they go fast. So
Miami did win the toss, and they did elect to receive.
All right.
They did not defer. So
you can hear the Washington and Lee swing being played by the Stallion Battalion as they walk off. We'll talk about some of our starters as we kind of get this ball game started. Beautiful night for football, cool breeze in the air. Flag's pretty active, the wind's blowing pretty good.
Sponsored by Rob Henry Construction. Ladies and gentlemen, it's kickoff time at
Kent Jensen
Stadium. Everyone on their feet.
making some noise, trying to get the fans involved to get them excited in the game.
I'm glad he's back so I could do this.
Yeah. So I was supposed to ask you which marching band marched at halftime when you did the PA.
Man, you're wrong. I thought after a month you'd forget.
Oh, they were still talking about it at senior night. At least tonight they won't say the Owasso Mustangs.
I got it. I heard about it.
Blake Oliphant's going to kick it away for the Mustangs.
Here we go.
Let's play some football.
Yes.
Good job for a high school kicker to get it into the end zone. That's fantastic. Mustangs will start on defense tonight. A couple of names and numbers you're going to be watching for. Chance Bauman. You'll see a lot of Cole Franklin. Gabe Grazier plays on the line. Cole Riedel on the line as well. Colton Gorey. They've swapped some of those up from the last time that they played, but again, that's been 4 weeks, so they've had a lot of time to work on things and move things around. JoJo Griswold, you'll see him out on a corner. And from time to time, you'll see Blake Salt. He's in there now. So they're going to go left, maybe pick up a couple on the play. Bring up second down, about 7.
Wade Bright on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Man, I've missed this. It's good to be back. The first Friday night, I was like, okay, it's COVID. But boy, by the time we got to be the third one, the War Dogs are on their road white, blue helmets. Going to hand off. He's going to go up the right side. Going to be met at the line, and he'll be brought down.
Nate Morrow. Nice stick. Third and long situation.
It's a big crowd of cheerleaders for the Mustangs, too.
You can hear them.
You can hear them.
They have a month long of
rest,
energy.
Rest. Absolutely. Play clock's down to 11 as the War Dogs break the huddle, come to the line. 2 receivers going to the far side. You got one to the near side. A little bit of a busted play, but he's going to get through the line into the secondary. He'll pick up the first down, get down to the 34-yard line. That'll be good for a Miami first down and 10.
That's a brave call right in the A gaps, right up the middle. Nice blocking. He's hoping for that 3 and out.
Mustang football tonight. Game brought to you by Rod Henry Construction. For all your septic and aerobic system repair and needs, give Rod Henry Construction a call. Appreciate their support of Mustang Athletics. 2 receivers going to go to the far side. 1 receiver to the near side. Stand-up tight end. They're going to throw some laundry on the field, blow the play dead, and we'll talk it over. It's a false start on the War Dogs. That'll back them up 5 yards, bring up first down at 15.
As a player, it's just nice hitting somebody else other than your own guys in practice.
You know, you've seen that at every level. I know you've watched some college football, too. Normally in college they have those warm-up games that, you know, if you're the big boys, you're the D1s, you're going to play the D2s and the smaller schools, and you can just tell. You got cobwebs in the brain. They're moving early. You're jumping off sides.
Right.
Looking at some of our penalties, the Mustangs have been heavily penalized in our first 2 games, so hopefully, there's a fumble on the...
Oh, it's still loose.
The Mustangs are saying they have it, but the officials are saying it's still Miami War Dog ball.
Oh.
Problem for Miami is it dropped him back about 15 yards, so that's going to be a long 3rd down. Was at the 34, put the ball back at the 20-yard line.
About 32.
Have to let the math teachers do that math.
No. Yeah, 26.
Yeah. Coming up at halftime, we're going to do our Mustang Memories series. We talked to some of our former alumni. Got a guy that's almost famous we're going to talk to at halftime tonight. Really excited. A great interview this week, so excited to share that with our fan base. He's just going to run it up the middle. Going to get through the line, but not much further. Gain of about 5 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 20.
Isaiah Ryan coming up from the safety position, senior.
Tell you what, we were standing down there in line, and Isaiah come back. He's a tall kid.
He's tall.
He stands a head taller than anybody else out on that field. He's a tall kid. He's a fun kid, too, if you ever get to be around Isaiah. He's always smiling. Never known him not to smile.
Had a great game against Claremore.
Yes, he did. Yeah. It's his first season to play football.
Yes.
And so just a great breakout game. Excited to see from him tonight. He's kind of on my watch list. High shotgun snap. Going to go to a screen play.
Too much.
They're going to knock him out of bounds before he gets to that first down marker. So more than likely, the War Dogs will punt. Bring up 4th down and about 5. Good defensive stand. You kind of took advantage of some of Miami's mistakes. You got them behind the chains, then you got them really behind the chains.
And they're punting into a pretty stiff breeze, so should get good field position. Oh, they're going for it. Maybe. Hard count.
He's just going to pooch it. The Mustangs are going to get a hand on it. Boy, that went backwards.
Tried a little quick kick, didn't work.
Didn't work. So great special teams play by the Mustangs. And so our offense come out and have a chance to get things grinding. On the season, the Mustangs are averaging 365 yards a game. Blake Salt, our quarterback, last game had 9 rushes, for 43 yards, 18 to 29, 367 yards passing, passed for a couple of touchdowns as well. Just that veteran senior cornerback. He's a smart kid. Man going in motion. They're just going to hand it off up the right side. He's going to break through. He's going to get to maybe the first down and then some more.
He might go.
He's to the 15.
He's gone.
The first play from scrimmage for the Mustangs. A handoff up the left side, and it's going to go in for 6. Oliphant will come on to attempt the extra point. With 7:07 left to play in the first quarter, Mustangs are on top, 6-0. The ball down, kick all the way, it's up, and it's good. Boy, it doesn't get any prettier than that, Coach.
No.
I need
well blocked, tough run. That was a quality run right there, a highlight.
So you came out first and played some really strong defense, kept the War Dogs behind the chains. Your offense comes out, busts a big play to put 7 on the board. That's how you want to set the pace and how you want to set the tone. I'm excited about this team. First 2 games, you got COVID complications. You put the ground on the ball too many times at Skytook, but they like their chances. They like their chances to finish in the top half of district in order to make some noise in the playoffs.
All the coaches talked about for 3 weeks was we are better than the first 2 games showed.
That's absolutely right.
So I think they were wanting this game as bad as the players.
So the Mustangs are set, ready to kick it away. Oliphant will do the kickoff duties. His first kick of the night was a touchback into the end zone. If you can do that in high school, that's what you want to do. You don't want to risk a big return. I think the Mustangs, when I was looking at stats, so they have like a total of 96 return yards. So special. There he did it again. Another touchback for Oliphant. Good night of kicking for him. And so the defense will step out on the field, ready for round number 2. We're going to take a real quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
Step out of the car, please.
I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
So the War Dogs are back in action. Handoff up the middle, gain of maybe a yard on the play.
Met in the hole by 15, Cade Riedel. Nice stop.
Cade, a good multi-purpose player. You'll see him on offense, defense, making catches, making defensive stops. Miami definitely not in hurry mode. Really slow down. There's 12 seconds left on the play clock and ticking. 3 receivers to the far side. Kind of a wildcat. I think they snapped it to the running back.
All they're trying to do, they haven't thrown yet out this trips formation, single set on the near side. They're just trying to spread your defense out so they can run the ball.
Mustangs in that navy blue Vegas gold home uniform sure looks sharp. White just pops off those numbers, pops off the jersey. Hand off, and it's not going to get anywhere. Actually may lose a yard or 2.
As a defensive coach, I used to love seeing 6 guys gang tackling at the same time.
Somebody can get to him and slow him down just a little bit and get another hand in there.
That was 6 pairs of hands.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that defensive line for the Mustangs just controlling the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 4th down and 5. War Dogs are set more in a traditional punting formation. Not going to do a quick punt. Punter's actually back 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Got Wade Bright back to receive for the Mustangs. Good snap.
High punt, kind of a wobbly punt.
Get away from
Kevin Hogue has made his way down to the sideline. Appreciate him filling in while I was doing senior duties. Kevin, if you can hear me, talk to us about the energy on the sideline. These Mustangs seem to be a little bit fired up.
Hey, guys. Yeah. Can you hear me? Thumbs up.
Heard him say it's really good.
Can you hear me?
I don't know if he can hear me or not.
No, you can't hear. You can hear me? Yeah. Awesome. I think for us,
the Mustang offense is back out on the field. Salt going to drop back looking for a man on the right side. He's going to go deep. Oh, overthrowing just a little bit. Pass intended for Devin Anchorage.
There is a good breeze at his back tonight. Flag stretched out.
Three receivers to the far side. This side's empty. Blake looking for a quick pass. Oh! In and out of the hands of A.J. Streeter.
Incomplete and out of hands of the intended receiver. And bring up third down.
Times early you want to throw that short route, get your quarterback into a rhythm. He's gone long twice.
Blake back to pass, looking for his guy. He's got a guy on the wide open. He underthrew it just a little bit. Just like that, you had three passes with three receivers wide open, but just could not connect. So the Mustangs are still now. Kevin, let's try you one more time if you can hear me. Yeah.
Number 10.
So we'll keep working on that, see if we can get a better sound for Kevin. Here we go. Unique punt formation for the Mustangs. Good punt to the right side. Nice. Played well. It's going to bounce out of bounds about the 9-yard line. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We've got 2 more right after this.
That's where the War Dogs will set up in the first and 10.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Wow. A couple of technical difficulties here we had to get worked out. My apologies. Mustangs have punted. The War Dogs have taken over. Beautiful Friday night in the Western Plains of Rogers County as the Miami War Dogs have come to visit the Oologah Mustangs. These teams have played each other for a long time. Mustangs are on top 7-0 with 4:13 and counting. Kevin, it's got to be cool for you as a principal to see that many seniors and their contribution to Oologah High School. Let me call this play, and then we'll come back and talk more about that. He's just going to try to run it up the middle. He is sacked for a loss.
Great hit there.
Cole Franklin, I think, got him. Yep. This is really a talented group of seniors in their leadership, but even in their attitude. I get to be around these kids in some of the athletic programs, and obviously been around the band kids. They're just an awesome group of kids. Good night for them tonight.
We get this W. It'll be a great night for everybody.
Absolutely. With COVID, we might as well have had homecoming tonight, too. You never know how that plays out. 3:23 left to play in the first quarter. The War Dogs are behind the chains, 3rd down and 11. Gonna quick pass. It's complete to the right side. A couple of Mustangs there to meet him. Wade Bright will bring him down for the tackle. Gonna bring up 4th down and 4. Probably a predictable punting situation. You haven't been able to do the lot for Miami tonight. Have they completed a first down?
No. No, they did have one.
One first down.
One first down.
We got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We'll be back with Mustang football right after this.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. The Mustangs on top of the Miami War Dogs 7-0. We are 2 minutes and 53 seconds away till the second quarter. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined in studio or in the booth with high school girls basketball coach and renowned singer.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go.
On the sideline, high school principal Kevin Hogue.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're good, Kevin. We finally got you all figured out. My apologies on that.
Good. I thought I broke it.
Well,
I love, though, you guys mentioned the energy. Kids are worried about being teenagers tonight, but we're not seeing that. We're not seeing blown assignments. We're just seeing kids fire off the ball and go make plays right now, and it's good to see.
Defense has made a strong showing. War Dogs are going to punt it away. It's going to bounce about the 40-yard line. I think the Mustangs are just going to let it bounce. End up there at the 44-yard line, and they'll take over first down and 10. Last possession out, you had wide open receivers. You couldn't complete that. Blake probably just needs to calm down a little bit. So part of our depth issues, some of our athletes have to play both ways. He's been on the field playing defense, and he has to come off and kind of regather himself to play offense. Didn't see him out on that last possession on defense. Maybe they've made a change. Maybe I missed something as well. Blake's 27-43 on the year, passed for 3 touchdowns, 470 yards in 2 games. So he can be effective.
A player wants to play. High school player wants to play
ball.
They want to go both ways. They might ask for maybe a breather, but if they're asked to go both ways, they want to play football.
So we got some laundry on the field. They're going to back it up, so the Mustangs will actually cross midfield. Start at the 46-yard line. Be first down and 10. 2:43 left to play in the first quarter. If you're a social media user, take just a second to share this feed on your Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, LinkedIn. Mustang fans all over the U.S. Blake's just going to go. He's going to go to the right side. There's one guy that can get him.
Oh, laundry on the field.
They're going to bring him down about the 7-yard line. Thrown at what might be a hold. We're going to wait for the white hat to tell us what the official call is.
15 yards down the field.
They're bringing it back, so that's not good news.
It'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
It is a holding call on the Mustangs.
So 1st and 5.
Good to see the Mustang faithful in the crowd tonight.
Good crowd.
2 receivers are to the near side of the field. Mustangs are moving right to left on your YouTube screen. You got Isaiah Ryan, big tall kid closest to the sideline for the Mustangs. Big target. Handoff just up the left side. He's going to get the first down and about 6 more yards. Good heavy run for Aiden Trimble. Coming into the game, he was 34 carries for 147 yards and a touchdown in the record book.
Number 2, Jonah Redden made the tackle for the War Dogs, but you like it when the safety's having to make the tackle.
Okay, absolutely.
He's a beast tonight.
Side. He's running downhill. Got to the 21-yard line and knocked him out of bounds. Again, that was Aiden Trimble on the carry. If he's hot, might as well keep him on the field.
Amen. Feed the beast.
Devin Anchorage will go to the far side. You got A.J. Streeter and Isaiah Ryan to the near side. Streeter's going to go in motion. Blake's going to keep it up the middle.
Going to pick up about 6 yards, bring up 2nd down and 4. Good heavy running from Blake. Good blocking for the line, too. Coach, that was a hole big enough I think I could have got through it.
I doubt that, but
okay. It's been a hot minute. 1:48 left and counting in the first quarter.
Oh no way! I saw you run up the stairs to get back on the mic. You might have broke one.
He's got Isaiah Ryan wide open on the plane.
Get in there.
He'll get into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. Just like that, Mustangs are moving the ball. Pass complete from Blake Salt to senior Isaiah Ryan. They'll put 6 more on the board. I like it. I like that drive. I like the confidence the offense is playing with.
Senior to senior on senior night.
That's right. Blake Oliphant will come out to kick the PAT. Uh-oh, we're missing a man. Play clock's at 20, so you got time. Noodle got caught up being excited about his catch. Forgot his special team duties. Ball down, kick on the way. It's up. That's good. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Mustangs are set to kick it away. Blake Oliphant will do the kicking duties. He is going to be 3 for 3 tonight on touchbacks. That's incredible for a high school kicker to be able to do that. It just gives your defense an advantage. You know where you're starting from, and they've got to drive 80 yards. Kevin, let's talk a little bit about the energy on the sideline, man. These guys are fired up, ready to play some ball.
They are, and I think you're seeing a product of those extra practices. Like I said, we haven't played a game in 4 weeks. We didn't have spring training, so to speak, spring ball. But you're seeing that fine-tuning the coach has been able to do, and everything's clicking. Besides a couple miscues on that second drive, everything is clicking. It's great to see.
So the War Dogs are back in action, ready to go. 2 receivers to the far side. Quick screen out on the flat. They'll bring him down after he gains about 5 yards. I just got to wonder, because we have a quarterback that doesn't have a number on the roster. It makes you wonder, are they dealing with injuries? A younger quarterback?
Well, he's got a couple of short completions.
He's got a couple of short completions. He hadn't had much luck going down.
Safe passes.
Just makes you wonder what quarantine, and I don't want to speculate anything, but I just got a guy that his name and number's not on the roster.
Right.
They're going to hand it off up the middle. Gain about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Mustang defense. They've played pretty strong tonight, allowed 1 first down in the first quarter, and they want to stop this here.
Nate Morrow on the stop for the Mustangs.
We've got an injured War Dog down on the field, one of the offensive linemen. Trenton Spanugle is the down player for Miami. What's the temperature down on the sideline, Kevin? How does it feel? No, today was kind of a warmer day. You kind of think Friday night football. It's beautiful up here where we're at, but down on the field, I don't know what the athletes are feeling. What's the temperature like? And I lost. While they tend to the injured player, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Asked what kind of family she wanted. She said,
a family like yours.
Learn more about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I love this song! I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute? When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can. But it's just as important to take time for yourself. AARP can help. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The Miami War Dog trainers are still tending to Trenton Spanugle. He's going to walk off under his own power after a minute. He's a 6'3", 280 senior.
I was thinking that's
Couple of scores of interest. We'll check our scoreboard here in just a second. Choctaw and Bixby, big game in that 6A2. Choctaw is typically one of those powerhouses in that district. Bixby may just be the best high school football team in the state.
All classes.
All classes. So 9 seconds on the play clock. Quarterback's just going to keep it, and they're going to stop him.
It'll be close.
I would like to see a Bixby-Owasso matchup. Looks like they're going to give it to him. My apologies. Getting old. I need to upgrade my prescription on my glasses. So first down and 10. The second first down tonight for the Miami War Dogs. Bixby on top of Choctaw 7-0 right now. Bartlesville leading Muskogee 14-0. Booker T on top of Sand Springs.
And that'll be the end.
And that's it. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we offer a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere, new techniques and technologies, expert doctors, and an experienced, caring dental team. We are proud to provide great dental care for your entire family. Your smile is often the first thing people notice and the one thing they remember. We'd love to work with you to help you keep your teeth and smile for a lifetime. We offer complete dental care for the whole family, from preventative dental care, cosmetic and restorative dentistry, pediatric dental care, dentures and partials, sports mouth guards for your athletes, and more. Please call today to speak with any member of our team regarding questions you may have or to make an appointment with our gentle and elite doctors. You can also request an appointment online at allsmilesdentalanddentures.com. Dr. Garrison, Dr. Allen, and our entire elite team look forward to providing you with the excellent care that you need and deserve. Give us a call today at 443-9900 for your next dental appointment. All Smiles Dental and Dentures, conveniently located just off of Highway 169 in Oologah.
Going to update a couple of scores for you here on the Mustang scoreboard. Stillwell and Hilldale are tied at 0. Tecumseh on top of Cushing, 14-0. Broken Bow on top of Muldrow, 14-0. Weatherford top of Newcastle, 2-0. Those are all teams that we have at some point down in our history played in the playoffs. Fort Gibson on top of McLean, 7-0. That's a district game for us. War Dogs just got to keep it up the middle. Gain of a couple. Podo on top of Salisaw, 7-0. We would play one of those teams first round in the playoffs. Bethany on top of Elgin, 14-0. Wagner on top of Catoosa, 30-0. Bristow on top of Grove, 8-0. Some games of interest from our district. Game that I understood got canceled tonight. Berryhill was set ready to play, and then COVID. So Jinx was at Enid 2 weeks ago, warming up They canceled.
Oh, my.
I mean, the kickers were actually, quarterback's in a little bit of trouble. That defense is giving chase. He's scrambling for his life.
The corner. Lost contain.
Lost contain, knocked him out of bounds. Actually gained about 6 on the play.
Coach Rowe will not be happy with that.
The jinx was at Enid. Athletes on the field warming up, and they had to.
Well, there's an 8th grade group. I think it's like an hour before junior high kickoff. Had all the players here. Boom. Canceled.
Kids have been resilient about this.
Yes, they have.
I think they've been probably more resilient than some of the parents and fans. 3rd down. 4 yards to go for the War Dogs. Quarterback being chased. Holy moly, that was a hit. Dave Morrow never saw him coming.
No.
Fourth down and 3 yards, maybe 4.
I bet they go for it.
Miami doesn't get in a hurry. They take their time in the huddle, talk it over.
They're going to shorten the game. That's the strategy.
Absolutely. 12 seconds left on the play clock and counting with 11:06 left in the second quarter. Mustangs show blitz. They went for it. Looks like they're going to get it, but there's a flag down.
And seat speed option all night. Nice call.
All right. Call. Blog in the back.
They will punt now.
If you're a social media user, take a second just to hit that share button. Post this on your Facebook. Let other Oologah fans join in tonight's senior night activities. 4th down and 10 for the War Dogs. Wade Bride back to receive for the Mustangs. Good defensive effort tonight by the Mustangs. They're doing what you want them to do. Wade's going to have a chance to return this.
Hit it.
He's got a seam.
It's there.
He's to the 50. At the 40, break a tackle, brought down the 37-yard line. That'll set your Mustang offense up for great field position.
Nice return. I was just curious, what's the farthest viewer that you've had so far, that you've heard from?
That's a good question. We've had folks out of state. Rick Fisher, our technical director, may know that. Uh-oh, we got flags back down on the left side where we're scratching our heads. There's a reason why it was. Going to say holding. Florida and California. Wherever you may be watching the Oologah-Talala High School YouTube channel tonight, thanks for joining. Glad to have you along. I'm Brent Kellogg along with my partner in the booth, Doug Winters.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. We haven't called a game together this year.
No, it's number 1.
I got replaced.
He's pretty good.
He's good. I about got replaced. Let's just be honest. Saw him back to pass, got a receiver wide open. He'll have to dive to catch it. There's not much there. Maybe a gain of a yard, 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Blake's just got to find a rhythm.
War Dogs are giving them a lot of space, so they're going to have those quick out passes. Man in motion, they're going to hand off up the right side. He'll carry a tackler or 2. Aiden Trimble on the carry. Aiden's just being a workhorse tonight. They'll bring up 3rd down and long 3 for the Mustangs.
9 minutes, 45 seconds left to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, we got our Mustang Memory segment. We'll talk to a former Mustang, played for 3 state championships. Blake's going to keep it, but it's kind of a blown play. There's not much there. Actually going to lose a yard or 2. Actually, a Mustang's got a chance to play at the next level. We'll talk about that at halftime. Be pretty cool for a hometown boy to get to put on an NFL jersey and play football. Mustangs had a great return, a couple of flags on the field, brought it back to the other side of the field. Weren't able to get much going on offense, so you've got 4th down and 3. They're going to punt it away. Good punt. Kind of got up there and the wind caught it.
It's a good wind.
It's a little bit breezy down.
Anytime you talk, it's breezy.
Hey. Kevin, what's it feel like down on the track? Can you feel the wheeze? Can you feel the breeze down there?
Definitely could feel the breeze blowing from the south. And something to watch on defense here. They had some success in that last drive on the right side of the offense. We kind of lost contain 2 or 3 times in a row. So see if we can clean that up here.
They may come back at you on that. Do have Blake Solt back there as a safety. Mustang showing blitz. Handoff up the middle. A gain of long 4, maybe gain of 5. Bulldogs have found a little bit of a groove, starting to move the ball just a little bit. Coming up at halftime, we'll also hear from the Stallion Battalion. On Tuesday, Oologah has the opportunity to host the Oklahoma Secondary School Activities Association Marching Band Regional.
Wow.
So we will host that here. They'll perform for us at halftime. They'll be competing on Tuesday. It's just been hard. It's been hard to practice volleyball or softball or even band when you have kids that sometimes get quarantined. But John will have them ready to go. Quarterback keeper up the middle, gain of a yard, if that.
Initial hit, Nate Morrow. Also Isaiah Ryan.
So it's 3rd down and 4 for this Mustang defense. They'd really like to get a stop here. They had a very solid, strong first quarter. Like to get their offense back out on the field. Let them dictate the pace of the game. 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to run 2 receivers to the near side. Quarterback drops back. Knocked out of bounds by Blake Solt. Gain of a couple is going to bring up a 4th down, maybe 2. What do you do for it, Coach? You're down 14.
You got to go.
You got to go.
You're at midfield. They're down 2 scores.
So 3 receivers come to the wide side of the field. They're actually going to play a switcheroo. Quarterback had a man wide open. Could have caught it, overthrew him a little bit. They went for it on 4th down, so the Mustangs will take over on downs. Ball right spotted at midfield. Good defensive stand. Fall break for the Mustangs this week.
I can't believe it's 9 weeks already.
How'd that happen?
It's crazy.
Got a War Dog injured on the far side of the field, so we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
I want to take a minute and tell you about my friends at Gator Tees, where you can get the best in custom screen printing. I've used Gator Tees custom screen printing for over 20 years. They're reliable, dependable, creative, and simply the best. Whether it's your church group, boy or Girl Scout troop, school club, sports team, you name it, Gator Tees does it all. You can bring your own design, or they'll create a unique, state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind design created just for you, your event, or organization. Gator Tees has been making the best t-shirt designs in the Tulsa area for a long time. Give my friend Gator a call. For a small or extra large order, Gator Tees is the place to trust. You're going to pay the same, so why not get the best? Gator Tees, 918-630-4357. That's 918-630-4357. Gator Tees, custom screen printing and apparel. And go Mustangs!
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Young man named Keaton Jinks, the injured War Dog on the play. As the Mustang offense comes out, gets back to work, 7-12 until halftime. Mustangs have a receiver to the far side. And to the near side with the running back. Handoff goes to the right side. Got a little running room. Holding right there. So negate a really good run. Don't know if you saw it. 52 was Gabe Grazer. Kind of got beat by his guy and just reached up to kind of grab a hold of him, and the official saw it, so that'll back him up. Probably frustrating for an athlete when you get beat and he's chasing your guy and you just, oops.
Going to help him out a little bit.
Just help him out a little bit.
Maybe he won't see it.
It's holding, so that'll bring up first down and 20. Ball spotted back at the 40-yard line. We were just talking, Kevin, because so many of the athletes go both ways. Normally you would see the O-line huddled up, but the O-line's out on the field with defense. Not a lot of coaches' conversations you can eavesdrop in.
No, not a lot of adjustments in between series here for our guys.
Salt, shotgun snap. Oh. Pass to the right side intended for Devin Anchorage. Through his hands, he'd like to have that one back.
Good play call, trying to get half of it back.
Yeah, you don't have to get it all back in one play. You've got 3 downs to do something with.
I'm calling number 11.
So Salt now he's being chased. A little bit of a screen. Hayden Tremble.
Oh, nice move.
He's going to have some room.
Don't clip him.
Get out to the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up third and very manageable. It'll be about 3rd and 6.
I know Isaiah's frustrated right there. It's hard to maintain that block for that long. But if he is, he's out the gate.
Kevin, do you see fatigue setting in on the guys yet?
No, I don't notice it. I think our guys have been itching to get after it. I think you're seeing that with Aiden. You know, having 4 weeks off. It's like game one again. Everyone's pretty healthy. Healthiest probably we're going to be all year.
Yeah. You had 3 weeks to recoup. Mustangs on the far side of the line. I think that was Nathan Langman that jumped.
No, it's them. It was a great
call. Oh, it was them?
Yeah.
I thought
encroachment. No, it's smart. Go hard count right here. Now it's 3rd and very short.
My apologies. Good thing you were watching.
That's what I get paid for.
Well, now they're talking it over. They might have said Kellogg was right.
The preliminary indicator.
Yep. Sure enough, encroachment on the defense. That'll bring up 3rd down and a yard. Very manageable. Been able to run the ball effectively tonight. Isaiah Ryan to the far side of the field. You got 2 receivers to the wide side. Blake Salt checking the sideline one time. Gonna hand it off up the middle. He's gonna get the first down and maybe a yard or 2 more.
That's who I give it to if I need a yard. He is beast mode.
Cole Franklin, Colin Schrader just creating some space on the right side of the line. You had Cade Riedel in there opening up some space as tight end as well. 6 minutes left to play until halftime. It's A.J. Streeter going to find some room. He'll get the first down. Down about the 27-yard line. Gain of 13.
It's awesome when you see linemen blocking 10 yards downfield.
Right.
I love it.
Devin Anchorage will step in for the Mustangs. They're just going to run it. Why not? Aiden Trimble. He's going to go to the left side. He's to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Stampede, touchdown. We have a couple of flags down on the play. Don't celebrate too soon. Boy, that was pretty.
No way.
Kevin, did you see anything from your perspective?
I didn't see it. I know from my opinion, every time we get a big play, we have a hold. Now, that's the reason we have a big play. I don't know.
It's one of those catch-22s.
Thinking the same thing.
So it is first down and 8. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Just going to hand it off again. Not much there.
Gabe lost his block right there.
Wade Bright on the carry. May have lost a yard. They'll say no gain on the play. Second down and 8. 5:06 left to play until halftime. Get to enjoy the Stallion Battalion Marching Band at halftime. Then we'll have our Mustang Memories segment. Blake got a guy in the end zone, and he's going to catch it. Stampede, touchdown. How about that for Devin Anchorage?
I thought he got hit before the catch, too. That was great concentration.
They've been pretty successful tonight in getting behind Miami's secondary. We've had some receivers open once you get on that grass.
And Devin can fly.
He can fly.
He can get behind a lot of secondary guys.
So the Mustangs on for the PAT. Ball down, kick on the way, it's up. And he's perfect on the night. It's good. 4:50 left to play. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
For more information on how we can serve you. Lakeside State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Mustangs are set, ready to kick it away. Winters just made a statement. He didn't think Oliphant was going to go 4 for 4. Problem is he's kicking into the wind, so I see what you did to me. You set me up on that. Knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It's fall break this weekend for the Mustangs. We'll actually be playing on Thursday night. Kevin Hogue, what does that mean for teachers? What does that mean for parents if they want to talk to teachers?
Yeah, we have parent-teacher conferences this week, and with COVID, got the new normal. We're going to be doing virtual conferences. So if you would like to schedule one with your kid's teacher, just send an email, call the high school office, and we'll get you fixed up. But just a few little changes, just to further help people say.
Tell you what, COVID's forced a little bit of creativity, and you realize what might used to have to be an hour meeting in a conference room actually can turn into a Zoom call. Same thing for parent-teachers conference. Don't even have to leave your living room. Hand off up the right side. Gain of about a yard on the carry.
Well, this dog is learning some new tricks, I'll just tell you that.
Yeah, how is it?
Technology.
How is it, Doug, for you doing Google Classroom? How's that work out for you?
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
If Kevin Hogue has to come teach you how to use a computer.
No. We got great teachers. We help each other, brother. We help each other.
3 receivers to the wide side of the field for Miami. He's just going to keep it. There's nothing there.
It looked like a busted play.
Sideline judge going to give him about a half a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down, long 7. Then you have our technical director, Rick Fisher. He keeps the whole place duct taped and baling wire together. Number 1, he knows where everything is. Number 2, he knows how to fix most everything.
If I have a problem,
you call Rick.
Call Rick.
One of the things the high school's done this year, it's not the old traditional school bell.
I
One of the
love
things
it.
that they've incorporated, they play a little music when class is over. Students love it too. Oh, what would you call him? DJ Jazzy Kev? Is that would be his name?
No.
Does Rick do that?
I think Rick does that.
Who picks the songs? Is that you, Kevin?
Well, we do have some preferences, but Rick is the one that kind of brings that magic. But I would say that classic rock is definitely a hit of both the teachers and the students. Side note, too, fewest tardies we've had in 4 years by far, by over half.
I was going to say that, too.
Yeah, the music fades, and the kids go to class. It's great, and it's a little different feel. You don't have the bells going off. You got some music. You got a little spunk to your step. So appreciate Rick doing that for us.
Absolutely. 3 minutes and 17 seconds till halftime in the middle of the timeout. Mustangs will be playing next Thursday night, and it is a home game. So come out. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. Be a beautiful evening. This is my favorite time of the year. I just love Friday night football. Love the smell of fall in the air as those trees start to turn colors a little bit. Wake up, it's cool of a morning. I absolutely love Friday nights in October and November. Coach Winters talking to one of his former players.
Yeah.
You know, going to be positive here, but you just hurt for that group of seniors that graduated last year. Perfect case in point. Didn't even get to finish their basketball season because COVID.
No, we finished.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we finished.
Because COVID
is right after that, though. Is right. After
yeah, it was.
But no spring, no prom. Graduation
no track,
was cool.
No soccer.
No soccer.
No jazz band. So, yeah, it just hurts for those kids.
Yeah.
Great group of seniors that graduated last year. Actually, through technology, we were able to have graduation. That field was spread out.
Bubble screen.
Oh.
Nice tackle.
How about that? Colin Schrader just blew that up. Pretty much no gain on the play. Going to bring up 4th down and 8. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left to play till halftime.
Good timeout right there.
Stallion Battalion's warming up. They'll be marching as we begin halftime.
Punch one more in. Schrader is pumped up. He's one of the fans. Anytime you get a stick like that, you feel good.
Between 2010 and 2020, the Oologah Mustang football team was the 3rd most winning program in the state of Oklahoma. We've got one of the athletes that played in all 3 of those state championship appearances where we played Wagner all 3 times. Going to visit with us a little bit. He's a defensive lineman for the Oklahoma State University Cowboys, which I know you'll enjoy. Brock Martin going to join us at halftime.
His dad and I were teammates at Collinsville.
Really? Well,
many moons ago.
Brock's a good kid. Even kids that went to school with him just talked about what a nice kid he was in the hallways and having an incredible career at Oklahoma State. We'll talk with him in just a minute. War Dogs are set to punt it away.
They're going after it.
Well, they were. Wade Bryant will just let it bounce out of bounds as the Mustang offense will step out with 3 minutes and 1 second to do something with it until we move to halftime. Good news is Mustangs get the ball at halftime. The War Dogs won the coin toss, elected to receive. They wanted the ball first. So you could possibly have the last possession of the first half and get the first possession of the second half. 21-0. Mustangs had a successful night on offense, been able to run the ball very effectively. Offensive lines just created some big holes. Three receivers to the far side. Salt just going to hand it off up the left side. Big hole. Got a flag coming in that area where they're going to probably most likely call a holding. Wegner's not too happy about it.
No, he is not.
Joseph Griswold going to come in as a Mustang. Cade Riedel will step out. They are going to call holding from the spot of the foul, so that'll put the Mustangs behind the chains. First and 21. 4 receivers spread across the line of scrimmage. Blake's just going to hand it off. Trimble's going to break free. No, to midfield. Baby. Brought down. Mark him down about the 45-yard line. So that's a first down. But that was a long 21. He actually picked up about 26 yards on the carry. Have an incredible night of running. It makes you look at his halftime stats.
He just looks so strong, balanced runner.
These guys have had
hard
3
to bring
weeks
down.
to prepare.
Yeah.
Joseph Griswold going to get the ball. Gain of 3. Promising young sophomore. Plays as receiver. He's the backup quarterback. He's a defensive back as well. Big, tall kid.
He had to fill in late last year as a freshman safety.
That's right. Uh-oh, Blake's being chased. Little screen play.
Nice screen. It's there.
First down. Wade Bryant on the carry. Catch and carry. That'll move the chains. First down and 10 for the Mustangs.
2:12 left. Plenty of time. They don't need to be hurrying around.
2:10 and counting. Mustangs on top 21-0. Saul looking for his man. He's got Joseph Griswold in the end zone. Oh, he'd like to have that one back. Oh, it's in his hands.
Nice throw by Blake.
Nice throw by Blake. Put it right in the spot where JoJo could get his hands on it. So it's going to be a second down and 10 for the Mustangs. 1:53. Clock is stopped because of an incomplete pass. You got Isaiah Ryan in motion to the far side with 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Salt going to roll to his right. Oh, overthrows JoJo again. So bring up third down and 10.
I thought they'd run the ball that time.
Had a lot of success.
Yep. Got plenty of time. 1:48 left in the first half of play.
Salt back to pass. Oh, dangerous pass to Isaiah Ryan. The flag's going to come in. Could be pass interference.
Miami coaching staff is going nuts.
They'll argue the kid was making a play for the ball. That came from the sideline judge.
Yes, it did.
We'll wait for the official call. They're going to disregard the flag. They're going to wave it off. So it'll be 4th down and 10. Good crowd in the stands tonight. We do realize there's some of our vulnerable folks, maybe some of our older folks that love to come to Friday night football games. Can't be here. So I want you to know we miss you. We miss you. We know you're ready for your life to get back to normal whenever and whatever that may be. So glad you could join us tonight on the YouTube channel of Oologah High School. Salt's got all kinds of time. Pass complete to Devin Anchorage on the right side. That'll move the chains. On a 4th down and 10, the Mustangs go for it.
Nice pitch and catch right there. Got out of bounds.
Kevin, you probably saw that offensive line just had him protected.
Lots of time. Big time throw, but also big time catch. And they teach to turn to the outside, and he broke a tackle to get that first down because the throw wasn't for a first down.
3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Saul with more time again. He's going to go back to Devin Anchorage. Oh, he's going to stretch, but I don't think they'll give it to him. They'll put him down at the 1-yard line, which will get a first down and bring up first down and goal from the 1.
Oh, we got a flag after the whistle.
Thought he said something about somebody's mama.
Yeah, I think it's the coach. The coach was way down there by the 10.
Usually when it comes from the sideline after the play. Yep. He's going to go wave his hands and give him a sideline warning.
He's like, what's that? What's half the distance from the 2? I'm going to get my piece said.
You coached in Miami.
No.
You did?
Grove. Close.
Yeah. Both north of here. You coach so many places I can't keep up.
Man. Why do I take this abuse? It's because I love you, man.
If you're going to hang out with 4 guys.
That's true.
On Friday night, you want to hang out with Kevin, Rick, and Brent, and our camera guy.
Yeah.
So that is going to be considered a sideline warning. I don't think they will penalize any yardage. That'll be first down and goal for the Mustangs. Scoreboard says the ball spotted down on the 2-yard line. I want to think
He's in. Touchdown.
Stampede touchdown for the Mustangs.
Wade Bright.
Wade's having a great night. So's Aiden Trimble.
Nicely blocked.
Offensive line's just controlling the line of scrimmage, creating space for him. Oliphant is on to kick his 4th PAT. Ball down, kicks on the way. The kick is good. Take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
With 1 minute and 10 seconds left to play until halftime, the Mustangs have put 4 touchdowns and 4 PATs on the scoreboard tonight. Offense has been very effective. Blake Oliphant, when he was kicking with the wind, he had some success getting it in the end zone. He's kicking into a pretty stiff south breeze. Good kick. He'll take it about the 12-yard line. Be brought down 19-20. You got a flag down on the field. You're up 4 scores going into halftime. When you come out, what's your coaching strategy?
Well, our staff usually, when I was coaching it, if we were dominating this way, we'd probably come out the third quarter and take the first 2 series. If we establish that domination again and go up another score, we're thinking down the road, especially when we're having to go 5 games in 2 weeks, I believe.
Ooh, yeah.
You might give some younger players some reps, try to save some guys. I know you want to play because you haven't been playing for a month, but you also got to think down the road. So I foresee them maybe taking half the third quarter and then giving it up to the younger guys.
Flag on the return. They're going to call holding on the War Dogs and back them up to the 10-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. I think you just can't say enough about protecting your starters. You still got some big games ahead of you. Some games I think you got big chances to win. And so when you're up 4, 5 touchdowns, you don't want to lose a Blake Salt. You don't want to lose an Isaiah Ryan or a Wade Bryant or a Cade Riedel. And so you got younger players on the sideline. They work hard too. Gives them just being on the playing field time. There's just something about being under the lights that helps them mature, grow up, calm the nerves a little bit.
And it's kind of I don't know, it's 50-50 because you haven't had reps against live competition. Sure. You're wanting to get rhythm for your offense and defense. Make adjustments at half and see how those adjustments work maybe for a series or 2. But you're thinking about the next week also.
29 seconds and counting until halftime. And they've got a running back that's going to, actually the quarterback's going to keep it. He'll get the first down and then some. Gain of about 20 on the carry, knocked out of bounds roughly about the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 1st down and 10 with 18 seconds left to play.
That's usually a stat play under 20 seconds. You're going to play soft. I'm sure they didn't like him getting around the corner, but wow. What do you think, Mr. Hogue?
I'm kind of confused. They didn't seem like they're in a big hurry, and then they called that last time out there, which kind of nothing to lose here. But I want to point out something with the game plan. We've seen 4 different kids in the end zone. We've seen every route, I think, in the route tree. Really mixing it up well. We've seen that touchdown to Devin was set up with some play action and then sucked in the safety and kind of went over the top. So just coaches have a tremendous game plan and kids are executing.
Absolutely. 5 seconds till halftime. We're in the middle of the timeout. Stallion Battalion's getting ready to take the field. We'll watch their show, join the Mustang Memory segment, talk to Brock Martin here in just a little bit. It's a beautiful Friday night in Oologah, Oklahoma. We've only had 1 train. I think that kind of has to be counted in the score, right? How many trains go through in the middle?
You got to have it. It wouldn't be the same without it. Kiefer High School, their old football field, I mean, it was
on the tracks.
It was on the track.
I want to thank our game sponsors for being a part. Advanced Homes sponsors our tailgate show. Rod Henry Construction, tonight's game sponsor. Appreciate their support of Mustang Athletics. Quick pass to the right side.
Oh, hook and ladder.
Gonna do a little trickery, but it won't get far. I think Joseph Griswold's going to read that bad boy and bring him down, and that'll do it. At the end of the first half, the Mustangs are on top, 28-0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back. Hopefully we can catch Coach, get his thoughts on this. More with Mustang football right after this.
I love this song. I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Let's go to the sideline. Kevin, you got our head coach. Let's get his thoughts on the first half.
Yeah, I got Coach Wagner. Just want to get some quick thoughts and whatever you want to say about the kids.
Well, we're proud of them. It's been a pretty good half all the way around, but the flags, we got to get that cleaned up. I think we've got 4 or 5 holds, 1 false start. We were worried about that coming off the break, so we got to get some things cleaned up there. I thought our third down defense was really good. That's what we talked about. Win first down, make them throw. We did a good job there.
All right, great job.
Thanks, Coach Wagner. We will be back with more right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
I want to take a minute and tell you about my friends at Gator Tees, where you can get the best in custom screen printing. I've used Gator Tees custom screen printing for over 20 years. They're reliable, dependable, creative, and simply the best. Whether it's your church group, Boy or Girl Scout troop, school club, sports team, you name it, Gator Tees does it all. You can bring your own design, or they'll create a unique, state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind design created just for you, your event, or organization. Gator Tees has been making the best t-shirt designs in the Tulsa area for a long time. Give my friend Gator a call for a small or extra large order. Gator Tees is the place to trust. You're going to pay the same, so why not get the best? Gator Tees, 918-630-4357. That's 918-630-4357. Gator Tees, custom screen printing and apparel. And go Mustangs!
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hey, everybody, my name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined by girls basketball and color analyst and lead singer of the famous band Detention, Doug Winters, on the sideline. Kevin Hogue. Kevin, let's go to you first, if you can hear us down there, because I know it's loud. The cheerleaders are performing and the system is rocking, baby. Your thoughts on the first half of play? These kids hadn't played football in 3 weeks. It's a really important first half for them to come out and set the tone. What are your thoughts on that? Doug, I'll go to you. What are your thoughts on that?
You got to like what Coach Wagner said. Third down defense was stellar. The offense was doing real well. The penalties, we got to fix that. Everything he said was right on point.
I think it's really important first half for these guys. 2 games. The first one, you just put the ball on the ground too many, a lot of mistakes.
Right.
Second game was really winnable. It felt like sand in your hands. It's the one that kind of slipped away from you.
Right.
And so you know these guys, they're thinking in their head, we're better than that.
That's what they said.
We're better than that 0-2 record, and they wanted to come out tonight, regardless of what Miami's record's at, regardless of where their standings are in the district. We want to set the tone, and I'm telling you, other than some penalties, that's a great first half of football from this Mustang team.
We mounted good drives, played good defense. Special teams was good, so the 3 phases were working well.
Absolutely. We're going to take one more quick timeout. The Stallion Battalion is going to take the field. We'll watch them, and then we'll jump to our Mustang memories. This is the Mustang Halftime Show.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute? When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can. But it's just as important to take time for yourself. AARP can help. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
Step out of the car, please.
I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Stallion Battalion taking the field. And we are just going to take a break and let you enjoy the hard work of this marching band as they prepare to put on their halftime show.
Drum Major Madison McCumber, is your band ready?
welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. It's a new segment we tried to incorporate this year into our broadcast. It's kind of a where are they now? It's Mustang memories. And, man, I am so honored and excited today because, number one, I'm a fan to get to talk to our special guest today. None other, he played football right here, went to the state championship game 3 times, so wearing that Mustang gold and blue. And it's none other than the guy that is look at this beautiful orange that he is sporting today. It's our very own Brock Martin. Brock, first of all, thanks for taking time and welcome to the broadcast. And how is life in Stillwater for you these days?
All right, I appreciate you having me on here, but Stillwater's great. Yeah, it's a great community. You know, it's kind of like a bigger Oologah to me. Just small town people, just in a bigger city. But Stillwater's great. I've loved it since I got here. You know, I've had my ups and downs, don't get me wrong, but I like Stillwater. I mean, it reminds me a lot of Oologah, so.
You know, Brock, in your career here as a Mustang, you played in a lot of games and you played in a lot of big games. But even the hallway and the teachers and so on and so forth, reflect back for us just a little bit on your time as a high school student right here at Oologah High School. What would you say are some of your favorite memories of being a Mustang?
Football-wise, one of my favorite memories is the semifinals game my sophomore year. We played Fort Gibson. We had no business being on the field with them. We were outmanned, outgunned, out-talented. You know, we had players on our team that were very good. You know, Jim McKinney, Braden Spain, Logan Armstrong, Peyton Craig, me, and a few other guys. But they were the best team in the state that year, and we beat them 17-14. And Logan Armstrong sealed the deal. He blocked a field goal to tie it, and so, I mean, and I personally think that if Fort Gibson would have made the state championship, they would have beat Wagner that year because they were that much better than everybody else. And, you know, we showed up and we played our hearts out and we came out with a win. And it was like playing between 2 freight trains. You know, we were in Sapulpa and we traveled and it seemed like the whole town of Oologah was there. So, you know, that's one of my favorite games and moments that I remember from high school.
So maybe you've already answered that, but like when you think about your playing time as a Mustang, is there a play, is there a specific moment that just kind of really sticks out in your mind as probably a favorite moment or a big moment for you in your career here?
Well, that was one of my big moments, but the one game and like moments that really sticks out to me, that's one of my greatest memories is when I tore my ACL going into my junior year, trying to tackle Justice Hill. And, you know, I blew my knee out and doctors were saying, you know, we're not sure if we're going to make it back this season and all that. And then I missed the first 5 games of the season. I got released the Thursday before we played Miami. And that game ended up coming down to the wire because we had a bunch of guys on defense out. And, we played Castle Hall that next week, and I just remember it just being the most just excited and the most, like, best feeling I had because I knew I was back. And I remember his very first play of the game, I was coming off the edge, and I just grabbed this running back and threw him 10 yards behind the quarterback and got a quarterback pressure and all that stuff. But that really defined that season for me, and that's just kind of how it went. You know, I had to come back and, you know, I did my thing, and that game, you know, it's just a different type of atmosphere because, you know, it was my first game back, and it was just everyone knew I was happy and I was smiling. I couldn't stop smiling. I was just so happy to be back, and we ended up beating Castle Hall like 49-7 or 42-7. I can't remember, but I remember we handled them, and they were the number 2 team in 4A, and that's my favorite memory. You know, stepping on that field again after that injury.
So let's get into the present time and talk a little bit about some things. First, let's talk about your mom, because I know she's had some health issues over the last 12, 14 months. Update us a little bit on your mom and how she's doing.
She's doing well. She's still going through chemo, but it's just maintenance chemo. It's not, you know, the hard stuff. It's just kind of keep the cancer away. And but, you know, she's doing really well. You know, she's not having really any problems. And she doesn't really tell me a whole lot because she doesn't want me worrying about it. It's just the way that's just the woman she is. And, you know, she's tough and she handles stuff on her own. But I know if there was some real issues, she'd tell me. So, but she hasn't had any problems. She's gone on a 100% plant-based diet. So she's doing really well. She's really healthy. She's being active. She's walking around the driveway and stuff like that, you know. And we got our nephew who just turned 1, so he keeps her busy when his parents are away. So,
well, man, just know you got a community here that is there for you guys and praying for you guys in this process. So let's talk a little bit about you. Obviously, you're at Oklahoma State. Man, what a fun year it is. And every time on TV or radio they call Brock Martin's number, man, you know there's a community here that's like, wow, that's our guy, right? And so what is next for you? I mean, like, what are you dreaming about? You're looking and pressing to go to the next level?
Yeah. I mean, I'm right on the doorstep of the NFL. Division I football is the closest you can get to it. It's pretty much semi-pro. It's amateur league to the NFL. So, that's the dream, and I've always been chasing that dream. I've had a few injuries that set me back here and there, but, thankfully this year with COVID and everything, we get an extra year to play. So instead of having this year and 1 more left, I have this year and 2 years left. So I'll have more time to chase that dream. And I wish I wasn't doing this for 6 years, but, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Right.
It's a tough road. But I'll do anything to chase that dream and keep chasing that dream.
It's been fun. Even Sooner fans in Oologah are cheering for Brock Martin wearing that orange, and it was kind of cool. I think it was episode 2 of the documentary It's Our Time that's on ESPN+. You made your appearance on there. You won Defender of the Day, and so that was awesome. Man, we are just so proud of you as a community, cheering you on wearing that Oklahoma State orange. All my Go Poke folks out there. So Oologah High School football was ranked in the state the number 3 most winning football program between 2010 and 2020. And obviously there were 3 state championship appearances for the Mustangs. And Brock, I think you and your teammates and your brothers that locked arms in that season played a huge role in that. So from all of us here in Oologah, Oklahoma, we want to say we're proud of you and we appreciate you. And thanks for taking time with us. We will be back with more of the Mustang Halftime Show right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. Joined my partner in crime, former lead singer of the rock and roll band Detention.
That's enough.
Doug. Too soon?
That's enough.
Down on the sideline, high school principal Kevin Hogue. Doug, you're looking at some stats. Talk to us a little bit about how the Mustangs performed in the first half.
Well, we dominated the stat sheet. We had 242 total yards to 91.
Wow, okay.
242 versus 91 for Miami. We also beat them in penalties. 5 for 50. They only had 4 penalties for 30 yards. Coach was right on that. We have 14 attempt rushes for 144 yards. Blake was 7 of 14, 50% completion for 98 yards. And he threw for 2 touchdowns, however. On the receiving end, we had Devin Anchorage, 4 catches for 54 yards. Aiden Trimble, 1 catch for 19. Wade Bright, 1 catch for 15. And Noodle, Isaiah Ryan, 1 catch for 15 and a touchdown. Rushing, Blake Salt, 3 attempts for 23 yards. Aiden Trimble, the workhorse, 7 attempts, 106 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's a nice average.
Yeah.
Nice average per
He has
rusher.
had a great first half of play.
And Wade Bright, 2 attempts, 2 yards, and a touchdown.
Kevin, I don't know if you got your radio or yours on. Talk to us about your thoughts on the first half of football.
Yeah, I'd like to point out one key stat that's missing there, and that's turnovers. If you followed us our first couple of games, that turnover bug kept biting us.
Yeah.
And we seemed to, at least the first half, clean that up. But again, I mentioned the offensive line, and you were talking about those averages for rushing, clipping along, 10 yards of rush. I think we're going to see a heavy dose of that, and good to see that.
You know, a game of interest tonight, we'll talk more scores here in just a minute, but Collinsville and Claremore, our first 2 opponents, and we went 0 against those. Collinsville, pretty good football team. They're 34-0 on top of Claremore. And so just score of interest there. Collinsville's going to make some noise in Class 5A. So the teams are headed to the sidelines. The final seconds of halftime ticks away. What an incredible interview with former Oologah Mustang Brock Martin, having a great career over at Oklahoma State. It's good to hear that his mom is doing in great health. She's doing a little bit of chemo, but she's really doing well. So great to hear that. Man, I appreciate him for taking the time to sit down and visit with us. Oklahoma State on a bye weekend this weekend, but a big game for the Oklahoma Sooners and Texas Longhorns. You know what? You got to throw records out when it's OU. So Oklahoma State fans have this thing with OU, right? But let's get real. OU's real rivalry is the guys down south. OU Texas is probably a bigger rivalry than Bedlam is, and so
I've been twice.
Have you really?
The best weekend ever. The bands are dueling. The fans are talking smack to each other. It's in the middle of the fair. It was an awesome experience.
It gets heated in Oklahoma between OU, but it's hatred with OU and Texas. So it'll be a fun ball game tomorrow. Be curious to see what the stands look like, how many seats they allowed, and it's been a unique factor for college football for sure. The Mustangs will receive the ball to start the second half. He'll be kicking with the wind. Be interesting to see if he can get that into the end zone. Going to take it at the 5. Got a little bit of a seam. He's going to break free at the 30. Flag down on the far side of the field. Tackled him down at the 42-yard line. I did see there's a flag laying at the 30 on the visitor side.
I think that far linesman, he hadn't reffed maybe in a couple weeks, and he's getting his arm loose.
They're going to spot the ball down for the Mustangs. Probably about the 20-yard lines of spot fouls, holding. The spot foul means if he grabs a hold of him, holds him at the 30-yard line, from where that took place, they move the ball back 10 yards. So that'll bring up first down and 10 for the Mustangs from the 20. What a great effort from the return team, all to be negated by a penalty. Coach Wegner talked about that before he went into halftime. Got to clean up the penalties, got to clean up the mistakes. Just hand off up the right side, lots of grass. Going to get the first down, get to the 50, to the 40, to the 35, and to the 30. Big run. Number 27, Wade Bright.
Number 20, Alfred Bailey saved a touchdown for the War Dogs.
You know, Aiden was kind of the workhorse of the first half. That time Aiden just found a seam. Wade just found a seam and took off.
That hole you could have gone to.
There you go. He's going to do it again. Another first down. Actually gained about 12 on the carry. That'll move the chains.
Hadn't heard that in a while. Ken going off.
Handoff. Oh, no. And he's going to put it on the ground, and the War Dogs are going to recover that. Number 46 jumped right on top of it. Carson Folks recovered that for the War Dogs. Boy, you were moving the ball well. That's what got you in the first game. You got to be careful putting the ball on the ground. You're up 4 touchdowns. You've done what you want to do. You kind of feel like you've got some cushion with this game, but you're preparing for next week.
Yes.
Okay, so second half is practice, rep. Let's get prepared for next week, and let's eliminate those mistakes. Let's don't hold. Make sure you protect the ball. Quarterback sneak. Going to pick up several on the carry. Number 40 for the Mustangs. Chance Bauman will bring him down. They're going to call that a first down. Miami obviously going to make some adjustments in their halftime as well. Train number 2 if you're keeping track. My apologies.
Train.
That's just
track.
Yeah.
That was good.
You're welcome.
I'm taking notes.
Use that in class on Tuesday. Kind of a screen pass to the far side, but the ball was kind of lobbed. So it gave the defense time to adjust and read that. Picked up a couple. Bring up second down and 8. Ball's down on the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if we've talked enough about this coaching staff. We have hired some really
you probably get to know those guys while you're in the hallway.
I mean, we got 3-4 head coaches.
Yes, actually some former head coaches. Yep, yeah, for sure.
Coach Messner, he is into it.
He was head coach at Nowata, is that correct?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Did we take it?
We just took it. We stripped that loose. The Mustangs are going to take it into the end zone.
I think he just took it from him.
That was Colin Schrader. A little confusion on the field. Sideline judges don't know whether to put their hands up or what they're going to do.
Touchdown.
So after a fumble from the Mustang offense, 4 plays later, the War Dogs will put it on the ground. Kevin, what'd you see from your perspective?
Didn't see it. Probably like you guys, just a pile up. Ball came out, and away he went. And I'm kind of like the refs. We were kind of looking at each other, and I got worried that they were going to do that dreaded congregate and talk about it. But what a great touchdown for Colin. Another kid taking advantage of getting healthy.
That is a memory you cannot take away right there.
That'll show up on the stat sheet, too.
Yeah.
Colin Schrader with a touchdown. The point after is down, it's on the way, and it's good. And just like that, a costly turnover for the War Dogs. The Mustangs are on top 35-0. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
$9:55 left to play in the third quarter. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined with Doug Winters, Kevin Hogues on the sideline. A beautiful Friday night at Mustang Stadium. I'm telling you, this is what Friday Night Football is all about. Your loved Mustangs are on top 35-0. You have just watched Colin Schrader, defensive lineman, strip the ball, return it for a touchdown to put his touchdown in the record book. Oliphant will kick it away into the wind. He'll take it to the 23. Oh! Good hit. Cody Siegfried kind of slowing him down. A little help from a couple of other Mustangs, so the War Dogs will take over.
I guarantee it, that was scouted. That kickoff was scouted. They've probably watched 3-4 films and saw that Miami always runs to their sideline, and they told him to pooch it to this far side. He could not get back to his blocks. So
timeout.
Great job.
Coach Winter made a point that as Colin Schrader ages, that'll probably be more than a 27-yard fumble return.
Could be 99. He carried 17 guys into the end zone.
Quarterback's looking to pass.
Oh, man.
Pass complete across the middle. Number 88 on the catch for the War Dogs. That's Eric McBidden. Flags down on the field.
I think he caught that even though we hit him early. It was a tough catch. Yep.
They're going to decline that. Place the ball at the 40-yard line. Bring up first down and 10 for the War Dogs. Mustangs are at home next Thursday night as Catoosa comes to town. It's fall break. Mustangs show blitz. Quarterback's just going to keep it under a little bit of pressure. Ooh, Ryan
got by Ryan.
Had a chance to get him, but missed him. Quarterback will gain about 5 on the play. Bring up second down and 6.
Tell you what, 3's done a good job for not being
absolutely for not being on the roster.
I bet he's on there next week. He's done a good job.
It's just been hard for coaches because you could have a kid that gets exposed in his quarantine or could be sick and miss a couple of weeks of practice.
Could be a kid that's on here but just switch numbers.
Young man that's friends of the family, plays for the Sandites in Sand Springs, cut his finger open this week, and so he's out for a couple of weeks. Offensive lineman. They're playing Booker T. Washington tonight. Certainly needed him. Third down and 6. 8:46 left to play in the third quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock. War Dogs take their time, kind of speed up the game, if you will. Quarterback sneak up the middle.
Nice run.
Nice cut. Going to pick up the first down. Kevin, you've probably never been a principal in a pandemic before.
No, sir.
And you've got an incredible team, an incredible staff that has just had to navigate through all of this.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. You know, they're not only have the brick and mortar kids, they have the kids that could be on quarantine or that chose this week to do distance learning. Plus, they're helping out our virtual kids, doing a great job. You mentioned the coaching staff earlier. Every one of our football coaches, I was in their classroom this week, and it is top notch. And we tell them that when we interview them, that coaches that don't teach don't last very long, and they do a tremendous job. I'm a firm believer that how you do one thing is how you do all things, and they're living that. And I appreciate them, and I know our kids do.
Carson Folks on the carry. You gain about 6. Bring up second down and 4. Coach Wagner, the first-year head coach for us here at Oologah. He's a fiery guy. He's a lot of fun. Always see him smiling. Now, I'm not with him down on the sidelines, but when I get to spend time with him in the hallways and when we do our coaches show and interviews, just a high-energy guy. What's been beautiful for me is his relationship with Chad Weeks, and just wanted Chad on his staff, and Chad's just having been a head coach.
Nice play. He sniffed that out.
Colin
Schrader's having a great second half.
He's going to gain about a yard. That'll bring up third down and 3. But it is fun to see this coaching staff gel together and work together in the classroom and on the football field. Big third down play for the defense. They'd like to get a stop here. Quarterback's just going to keep it. Gain of about 6. He'll move the chains. First down and 10 for Miami. Softball wrapped up their season today. They were hosting a regional. Lost a game yesterday that put them in a tough position. You got to win 3 in a row in order to advance to state. Game 1 this morning, they lost to Podo. Podo went on to play Bristow and lost in that game. Gave Bristow all they wanted. Congratulations to the Bristow Lady Pirates. They'll be advancing on to the state tournament in softball. Congratulations to Jason Brown, Amy Jan, and their team. Didn't get as far as you wanted, but they still had an incredible season of softball. Quarterback looking for a man on the right side, overthrows him a little bit. Joe Griswold in coverage. Carson Jinks was the thrower on that play. Joe Griswold with him step for step in coverage. Up and coming Mustang sophomore. Got a lot of talent in the coming years that the Mustangs can build their program on. Two receivers come to the wide side of the field. A third will come in motion. Handoff, they're going to fumble, and it looks like a Mustang fell on top of it.
Nice stick by Nate Morrow. I don't know who came up with it.
Number 44, I believe it was.
All right. Connor Lenham. Connor.
Congratulations, Connor. I think he came out of that pile fired up. So for the second time tonight, the War Dogs put the ball on the ground. Actually, the first one we stripped out of their hands. But a costly turnover for them, so the Mustang offense will come over. Take over. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs on top 35-0. Ball spotted down at the 35. Two receivers in the wide space of the field, one to the far side. Salton shotgun. Just going to hand it off. Been successful running the ball tonight. Miami will meet him at the line. Give him a yard and a half. It'll bring up second down and a long 8.
War Dog Cole Horn, number 44, in on the stop.
Got Nate Morrow in the backfield for the Mustangs. Blake's going to roll out. A little bit of trouble, but he's got a man.
Nice catch.
Cade Riedel get to midfield.
Oh.
Fell on top of Devin Anchorage, and that's a tough fall.
Yeah. He's had knee problems.
Yep. When that body rolls on top of those legs, man, it usually involves pain. He's going to pop up.
All right.
That's what you want to see.
Yes.
Man, you want to see that. Officials are going to take a timeout. I'll take one too. Watching Mustang football.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message.
So the officials will change their mind and call the teams back out to play. Handoff will go to Nate Morrow. Gain a couple. Brings up second down and 8 for the Mustangs.
55, Keegan Kamumo. Big guy in the middle.
Handoff, going to go up the middle. Met at the line. Not much there. Nate Morrow, he could see daylight. Defensive lineman just grabbed him, brought him down.
Clay McCormick, that was a tough leg. Number 52.
And now the War Dogs have an injured player down on the field.
Alfred Bailey, number 20.
We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more.
You went car shopping, you meant business. You ace vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute? When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can. But it's just as important to take time for yourself. AARP can help. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
War Dogs still have an injured player down on the field. So training staff is tending to him. The Mustangs will take advantage, take a breather, grab some water. 4:45 left to play in the third quarter. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined with Doug Winters. Kevin Hogue down on the sideline. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a social media user, make sure you share the Oologah-Talala High School YouTube channel. You can see past volleyball games on there, student spotlights, all kinds of stuff going on. Courtesy of Rick Fisher, our technical director, does a great job keeping all that up to date.
The man.
The myth.
The legend.
Class of 93 representing. So it's 3rd down and 7. What the scoreboard says. Yep. Nate Moore on the backfield, Salt in the shotgun. 4 receivers spread across the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 12. Blake being chased. He'll roll to his left. Just going to keep it. He'll get the first down. About an extra yard or 2. And then he's going to run a lap on the track.
Smart.
I like what they did when they brought Wade Bright in coverage to the left side. Play was designed to roll to the left. They brought that extra receiver over, almost made that block. He made that block on the end, kind of sealed some protection for Blake. Well designed, well executed. Quick pass. There again. Wade Bright, gain of 13. First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Feels like Blake's getting a little confidence in his passing game. At times, he can be a little streaky. He can make good passes. He can sometimes overthrow his guys. Feels like in this third quarter, he's kind of got in the saddle and just feeling confident about his passing game.
Well, I think he may have come out and he was amped up that first quarter. I think he's settled in now.
A.J. Streeter in motion. He's just going to pitch it to him. Hole kind of closes, but he'll pick up 5, maybe 4. 2nd down and 6 for the Mustangs. Hole kind of closed right before he could squeeze through that.
Cole Horn on the stop for the War Dogs.
3 minutes, 29 seconds and counting. 2nd down and 6. Ball marked down at the 19-yard line. Mustangs are driving. Been very effective in the red zone tonight. Oh! He had 2 receivers open. Isaiah Ryan was just trotting down the sideline all by himself. Joseph Griswold cut towards the post. Salt overthrew him just a little bit. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Blake, the shotgun snap. Drop back, he's looking.
Overthrow.
Overthrow Devin Anchorage. So that'll bring up 4th down. Be curious to see what Wagner does here. You're up 35-0. Do you go for it? Do you kick the field goal?
Gonna kick it, guys.
Oliphant's gonna come in.
I like this.
Yeah, you gotta practice. You gotta practice
stretching
more
him out
PATs.
a little bit.
That's right.
Stretching him out. It's not an extra point.
Coming from the far side hash
Could
mark.
be a game winner late in the year.
Yep, absolutely. Kicks on the way. It's up.
Beautiful.
It's good. We'll add 3.
Beautiful
Just like
kick.
that, Mustangs on top 38-0. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Asked what kind of family she wanted. She said, a family like yours.
Learn more about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
3:05 left to play in the third quarter. Mustangs on top 38-0. Got a little break in the action. Principal Kevin Hogue on the sideline for us tonight. Kevin, it is fall break this week. I know folks are excited to Just got to get a couple of days off. It also means parent-teacher conferences. If parents want to connect with their teacher or their child's teacher, what's the best way to do that?
Best way, like I said, we're going to go virtual for our parent-teacher conferences. Emails at Oologah are first dot last name. And also your kids can contact them, or worst case, call us at the high school. Call me, 443-6000. We'll get you fixed up with a Google Meet or a Zoom of your choice and communicate. And we've asked teachers to do some reaching out too. So hopefully we can get a lot of people to attend via their home.
All the fans kick off. We're back up to about the 9. Go to the right side. He'll get it out to the 20. I don't know if you guys have a term for it. It was almost voluntary virtual classroom this week. Got a phone call from old Mustang Mike that said, hey, if your students can stay home, they're welcome to come to school, but if they can, encourage you to do so. Just trying to do what we can to keep COVID down. I think it was successful. Rogers County went from Orange 3 to Orange 2. Good week of education for you guys.
Yeah, it's called distance learning, and we actually went from Orange 2 to Orange 1, and we were almost down into yellow. We're going to do that anytime we're in Orange 2. We're going to give parents the options to keep their kids home, and with that technology and with our teachers working like they are, we're able to learn from home, and again, just to keep those numbers down. But we're able to have kids on campus that maybe don't have internet or something like that, or want to be there. So I say it, one of the best things we've done is empower parents to make the best decision for their kid.
Quarterback will fall on a fumbled snap. They'll lose 5, bring up second down and 15. And really in COVID, and I don't want to get into that, it's on so many sides, people that have had it, some know folks that have died from it, but really you're just in a situation, you got to make your best choice. You got to make your best decision. Appreciate the school district in allowing that for students. I know what my middle schooler chose. Let me see. Do I get up and go to school, or do I sleep in until about 9:30, 10 o'clock? No, she was up on time. She was supposed to be at class at 8 o'clock. She did that, right? No. Handoff. Big hole. The right side.
Nate is not happy. He just got tackled. He was about to make the play and got tackled.
Gain of 10. Bring up third down at 5 for the War Dogs. This is a district game. The first district game for the Mustangs. Started the season with guys in a class bigger than us. Claremore and Collinsville, they're actually playing tonight.
Scored a touchdown.
Quarterback's just going to keep it up the right side. Got a hole. Woo!
Short.
They gave it to him.
Number 44 for the Mustangs on the tackle. That's Connor Lenham again. They'll give him a first down. Ball spotted at the 31.
They gave him 2 yards.
You'll see Gabe Grazier come in for the Mustangs. 1:36 on the clock and counting. Quarterback's just going to keep it again up the middle. Going to give him a yard, second down and 9. Defensive right side of that line just closed. There just wasn't much there.
Brody Sappington on the play.
Starting to see some of the younger Mustangs getting some valuable snaps. 56 seconds and counting. Handoff, going to go up the right side. Big hole. Joe Griswold will knock him out of bounds. Not before he crosses the first down marker. That'll move the chains for the War Dogs.
Yeah, it was just like we thought. They got a couple of series. These guys are going to finish the third and fourth quarters.
That's good. That's great when you can get younger players experience, because next season you're going to need them. Got a big graduating senior class. Whew, there's a lot of seniors down there.
That line was long.
It's long. Yeah, because I was 3/4 of the way back.
I know.
My feet are tired.
Oh.
Looks like we're going to call a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
At All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we offer a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere, new techniques and technologies, expert doctors, and an experienced, caring dental team. We are proud to provide great dental care for your entire family. Your smile is often the first thing people notice and the one thing they remember. We'd love to work with you to help you keep your teeth and smile for a lifetime. We offer complete dental care for the whole family, from preventative dental care, cosmetic and restorative dentistry, pediatric dental care, dentures and partials, sports mouth guards for your athletes, and more. Please call today to speak with any member of our team regarding questions you may have or to make an appointment with our gentle and elite doctors. You can also request an appointment online at allsmilesdentalanddentures.com. Dr. Garrison, Dr. Allen, and our entire elite team look forward to providing you with the excellent care that you need and deserve. Give us a call today at 443-9900 for your next dental appointment. All Smiles Dental and Dentures, conveniently located just off of Highway 169 in Oologah.
.48 seconds left to play until the end of the third quarter. We've had a timeout on the field. The War Dogs moving the ball. They're headed out. Mustangs are still in their huddle as they're getting ready to break their huddle. Coach Winters, you got big fall break plans?
Enjoy my wife and kids.
Good.
That's about it.
First down and 10. Quarterback's just going to keep it. We are actually sending a disaster relief team to Louisiana. You know, they've just been pounded with hurricanes, and actually one heading this way now, so we'll actually make that decision on Tuesday whether that's a go or no go, just depending on the water and electricity situation. But we got 26 folks that are headed down. My son can go on that trip over fall break, and
that's great.
Do some good.
We had planned to go to Gulf Shores, and they got blasted.
Oh, man.
Pensacola blasted.
Yep.
So we're just going to stay home.
Stay home. Handoff up the right side. Break through a tackle or two. Carrying tacklers across the first down marker. That'll move the chains for the War Dogs. Fresh set of downs. First down and 10.
There's a lot of pride on that defense. They have that big zero goose egg up there, and they want to keep it.
You know, those older guys are looking at the younger guys going, hey.
That's a feather in the hat.
1 second, and that'll end the third quarter. With that, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more right after this.
Lakeside State Bank has been serving Rogers County since 1976. At Lakeside State Bank, our goal is to ensure that our community will enjoy the benefits of a locally owned and operated financial institution and to provide quality services no matter how simple or complex your banking requirements may be. We proudly offer you the latest in banking technology. Banking convenience is available through any touch-tone phone, internet banking from your home or office computer, and we provide a website full of information. We offer a wide variety of services in personal banking, business banking, loans, and mortgages. We are here to serve you with 2 convenient locations in Chelsea at 516 Walnut Street and on the corner of Highway 88 and 169 in Oologah. Visit our website at lakesidebank.com for more information on how we can serve you. Lakeside State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
Step out of the car, please.
I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. The War Dogs are driving. First down at 10. Quarterback's just going to keep it, not a lot there. Look at some scores for you.
Cody Siegfried hit on the stop.
Wagner on top of Catoosa 57-0. Wagner's ranked on Squirtle number 3 in Class 4A.
Timeout, War Dogs.
They're going to take timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the Lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Social distancing slows the spread of coronavirus, so if you have a fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going in. More info at coronavirus.gov. Let's all do our part, because we're all #alone together.
11:32 left to play till the end of the ball game. Mustangs have had an incredible offensive night tonight. They're on top of the district opponent, Miami, 38-0. Mustangs will be back at home next Thursday night. It is fall break, so it's a little bit different weekend schedule. They'll play on Thursday night. Catoosa comes to town. Catoosa playing tonight. Wagner's just all over them, 57-0. Four receivers spread out for the War Dogs. He's looking for a man down the field. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Beautiful interception. Wow.
How about that for Wade Bright? Just turned around at the right time. Quarterback put it right in the breadbasket. Not a lot of close games across Oklahoma tonight. A lot of...
Is that right?
Big blowouts. Holy Moses.
That can't be right.
It's a basketball score.
Seriously? Trust level's low.
Might be a Cleveland fan. Got
I guess so.
Send a report in. Three receivers spread out for the Mustangs. Blake's just going to hand it off up the left side. Got a new running back for the Mustangs, Bryce Stevens. The score we're referring to is a Cleveland and Skytook score. And it says Cleveland is 84, Skytook 45. And we have our doubts.
Nice run.
Good run by Bryce Stevens. Going to bring up third and very manageable, about 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs.
He's brought down by Alfred Bailey for the War Dogs.
Bristow on top of Grove, and that's a district game for us. Bristow leading 33-13. Tell you what, one of my favorite stadiums in our district, I like that Grove Stadium. Obviously, I love Mustang Field, don't get me wrong. But that Grove Stadium kind of sets off down on the side of that hill. The old Ridge Runners. Big, heavy running.
Nice run.
Aiden Trimble, I believe, on the carry for the Mustangs. Move the chains, 1st down and 10. Blake's all still in at quarterback. Joe Griswold, A.J. Streeter on this side for the Mustangs. Send A.J. in motion, pitch it to him as he goes by. Kind of an end around. Flag on the play. He'll pick up about 7, but we'll see how the flag impacts that progression.
We're going to say Braxton Moore was holding.
Holding on the Mustangs. It'll repeat 1st down, but it'll move the ball 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down, about 17. And off up the left side. He'll get the 7 back. If you want more information about what's going on at Oologah High School, certainly visit our website, oologahmustangs.com.
For all the latest on COVID updates and exposures. Pass complete on the far side. I think that's A.J. Streeter. He's slow to get up for the Mustangs. A couple of flags come flying in. I'm going to confirm it. Cleveland on top of Skytook, 84-45. What a shootout ball game. That's a district game for us. We'll have to play, but well, actually, Skytook game was canceled for COVID. Injured player on the far side, so the Mustang medical staff will go to see. Kevin, what do you got?
Just going to say, I don't think Skytook's in action this week. I think they're still out, quarantined from last week, so I think that might be maybe an eager fan calling a score.
Maybe so. Somebody's pretty eager.
My understanding, they're not playing tonight.
Okay.
But, I did want to say, we have a lot of subs in, and something that makes me proud is our coaches haven't stopped coaching.
That's right.
They're coaching that second team, that third team, just the same, and that's how you get better. So that's good to see. Also, little inside information. I don't know if this is normal. We know we have a lot of kids that play a lot of sports. Our kicker, Blake Oliphant, is also a soccer player and a goalie, and because I'm down here, I know this, he kicks in his soccer cleats. I don't know if that's the norm, but it's doing well tonight.
Yeah, it is.
5 for 5 plus a field goal. So
yep, he is perfect on the night, and he's.
I have him in class, and he was very upset after the Claremore game. So
yeah,
I know he was wanting to come out and have a good night, and he has. So I'm tickled to see that.
8 minutes and 30 seconds counting. Play clock's at 20 seconds. Mustangs needed one more, so they'll send Devin Anchorage on. Wade Bright's in the backfield with Salt. He'll step up beside him. Salt rolling to his right. A little bit of trouble. Kind of a screen play to Wade. Didn't get much. Flag's going to come in.
Cole Horns had a good game for Miami. He had another stop.
We're obviously waiting to see the official indication from the man in the white hat. It's going to be against Miami.
Personal foul.
Face mask. Call a face mask. That'll spot the ball at the 36-yard line, put you back in manageable territory. Bring up about a third down at 6. So volleyball season has completed. Softball wrapped up their season today. Football obviously in full stride. Basketball kids are practicing. FFA kids are active and busy. Even in the middle of a pandemic, Oologah High School is busy with kids competing. He's got Anchorage on the far side. Oh, and what a catch.
Oh man.
Had awareness enough to get inbounds. On his back, bring that down. Ball spotted down at the 27-yard line. Woo! How do you like that? Devin's had a big night tonight.
That's a little ESPN top 10.
Joe Griswold in motion. Blake going again. Pass complete to Anchorage on the left side. Out of bounds about the 17-yard line. Yards after catch.
Yeah.
He turned his head down and he moved. Moved the guy a couple of yards out of the way. Tough Mustang football. Devin's fired up on that sideline. Jackson Burchett will check in for the Mustangs. Up and comer. His daddy Dax Burchett played on some of those teams that went to the state championship back in the early 90s. Second generation Mustang, actually maybe a third generation Mustang.
Nice carry by Morrow right there.
Two receivers on the wide side of the field. Saul just going to hand it off at the left side.
Caught from behind. Alfred Bailey
Gain
on the play.
Gain of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Bryce Stevens re-enters.
Wind's died a little bit as the sun has set a couple hours ago. Beautiful evening on the flat plains of Rogers County. Mustangs on top 38-0 with 6 minutes and counting. Just going to hand it to Bryce up the middle. He's going to find a hole. The flag's going to come in from the far side of the field. I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Bryce lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out. There's a flag. We're waiting on the official indication from the man in the white hat. Personal foul, face mask on Miami. So that'll be a first down, 1st and goal. Going to spot the ball down at the 2-yard line. Mustangs are going to call a timeout. A little confusion on the personnel. You saw Burchett run off at the last second, so they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's Mustang football.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me, I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Mustangs are back in action. 1st and goal from the 2. Bryce Stevens with the handoff up the left side. Don't think he got it, but he got close.
Great effort.
Great effort from Bryce Stevens. They're going to spot that ball within 6 inches of the goal line, so that'll bring up 2nd and goal. Sometimes they say football's a game of inches.
Yeah. The ends are crashing so hard. If Blake just pulls it on the read and takes it, he can walk in. But I bet you he wants to give it to his teammate.
Sure. Blake's had a good night, been effective throwing the ball, been effective running the ball. He's going to hand it to Bryce. He'll get met.
That was a steamroll.
52 for Miami gets in there.
Yes.
Does a little damage. That's Clay McCormick. 6'2", 230. The big kid.
Well, that's a big hit.
That's a big hit from a big player.
Yeah.
4:44 and the clock is ticking. The Mustangs tonight could get out with a shutout. I think the defense will celebrate that a little bit.
You bet. You bet.
So they're going to run Aiden Trimble in. It's 3rd down and goal from the 6-inch line. And we're going to have a flag?
Delay?
Sure is. Play clock expired. That changes what you do because you were just needed to move the line of scrimmage and let your running back squeeze it in. Now you're going to be 5 yards back. So that'll bring 3rd and goal from the 5.
think if they do a jet sweep or something on the edge, they could get there.
That's Salt's just going to keep it go left. Going to cut back right. And he's going to get into the end zone just like that. Stampede touchdown. Blake Salt made a guy miss, squeezed through a hole, got into the end zone. And they'll put 6 more on the board.
He actually got help from a war dog.
He did.
He got tried to tackle him from behind, pushed him forward.
That'll add to his stats. Been an incredible night for Mr. Salt. Mr. Oliphant, our kicker, has been perfect on the evening as well. No wind to consider. Just a beautiful evening in Mustang Field. It's on the way, it's up, and it's good.
Knuckleball, baby. Knuckleball.
Quick timeout on the field. We'll be back with more.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Four minutes, 4 seconds left to play until the end of the ball game. You come in tonight, Miami's 0-5. Any game will get you. You don't go in overly confident.
You respect everybody.
You respect everybody.
Yes.
Any game will get you. Next week, you're looking down the field. Catoosa just got hammered tonight at Wagner. That would make them 0-6. What this does for the Mustangs, you still respect your opponent, but it also gives you some games to fix some things. You started your season by playing with some bigger boys, and now you're in district play, and it gives you an opportunity to build some momentum as you start to run the gauntlet of district play for the Mustangs.
It's going to be a difficult road having to piggyback so many games, but to me, I'm preaching we're 2-0.
You're 2-0.
We're 2. If we can beat Catoosa, we're 2-0.
You know, some of those teams that went to the state championship earlier in the decade, they lost their first 3 games and then ran the table in district, made it all the way to the state championship. So Collinsville, Claremore, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
And you play up.
You do.
It can help you. It can help you.
Absolutely.
If you stay healthy and come out of your non-district games, it can set you on the road. Tougher competition makes you tougher. So
the Mustang defense. Defensive coordinators reminding them of position. You got a lot of younger players on the field. Want to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. Somebody needs to get over here. You got some receivers. Aiden Trimble to move. Somebody's coming off the field. Big hole for the War Dogs. Going to move the chains. Gain of 12. First down and 10. Short week of practice for the Mustangs. Probably a good week for that. You're not preparing for Bristow. You're not preparing for Wagner.
Yes.
You got to turn around quickly, get ready to play a game on Thursday night. Quick screen pass to the far side. Going to get on the outside edge. He'll pick up 5. Bring up second down and 5. Kevin wants to move to the sideline.
Kids are celebrating. See, it warms my heart. I haven't got to play in 4 weeks. Coaches are still coaching, but to see some kids running off and see a bunch of kids on the field now, like Blake, our kicker, getting some experience at safety. You know, he's going to be probably asked to play that next year. But it just warms my heart to see our kids smiling, having a good time, and they deserve it.
I want to mention Bryson McGuire. He made the last play. Oh, nice lick. That's Oliphant.
Oliphant, he's a big kid, and he can move.
Nice stick.
Brings up third down and 2 for the War Dogs with 2:38. Clock's ticking. You want to make sure you're in the right spot. Nothing gets behind you. Younger kids on the field. Don't want to give up anything. Ooh. Chance had a hand on him. Just couldn't bring him down, but you got a flag coming from the near side of the field. Don't want to presume too much. Kind of thrown where a holding usually would be called. But this one may be coming back. Block in the back. I believe that is a spot foul, correct?
Yes.
Put the ball right at midfield. So what was 3rd and short, now is 3rd and 6 with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to play. Mustangs on top, 45-0 over the Miami War Dogs. A little pressure, a little screen play.
Nice stick.
I think they're going to give it to him. Pass was complete to number 83. Apologize not being able to call his name, but is not on the roster.
Nate Morrow, nice stick.
3 receivers to the near side of the field. They've got 1 isolated to the far side. Just going to hand it off up the middle. Going to push heavy, push hard. Going to gain about 8. Maybe 7 on the play. 1:25, the clock is ticking. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 for the War Dogs.
Tyler Stovall and Bryson McGuire.
I know they'd like to, even if it's a field goal, you want to get the goose egg off the scoreboard.
No.
Do I? No, I'm saying if you're Miami. Right, I'm with you. I'm saying if you're Miami.
I'm still saying no.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're a Mustang, you want to celebrate that defense. And just like that.
Oski! Connor! Oh!
Connor Lenham with the interception, and so Miami's hopes of putting anything on the board are crushed.
Coach Rose Jack, man, he's excited.
You'll come out most likely in victory formation. Go home with a win. Hopefully Mr. Ho can catch our head coach after the ball game, get his final thoughts on the game when we wrap this thing up. It's going to be a fun week for Mustangs. You got junior high football Tuesday night. The Stallion Battalion Marching Band will be competing on Tuesday as well.
And students returning.
And students coming back, absolutely. Mustangs aren't lined up in that victory formation. Miami has 2 timeouts, but unlikely they would use them. 49 seconds and counting. I thank our game sponsors tonight for their support of Mustang Athletics. Rod Henry Construction, been in business installing manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. They'll fix them. You can visit their website, rhcinc.net. Customers always the top priority. Give them a call, 918-371-1207. Special thanks Advance Homes for sponsoring our pregame show. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, Lakeside State Bank. And that'll do it. Congratulations to the Mustangs as they pull off their first win of the season and their first district win of the season, which is actually the most important thing.
Yes.
As you set to hopefully run this table, set yourself in a good playoff spot, get some momentum on this team. We're going to take a quick timeout. I would imagine Wegner's going to huddle with his team, but we hope we can catch him as they will leave the field. Take a quick timeout.
Now.
We'll hit. We'll go around the horn when we get back and get final thoughts. We'll be back with more right after this.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can
friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We have a final in the books. Mustangs on top 45-0. What's the best part to celebrate tonight, Coach, in your standpoint? If you're looking at this, what do you walk away from hanging your hat on?
All I know is this. First win of the season feels so wonderful for the boys, but really also for brand new head coaches coming into town. You know, you lost 2 games and you've got a month, and you just you want that monkey off your back. And the boys played great, and the coaches coached great, and it's just going to be an awesome feeling tonight in that huddle, in the locker room. And I'm just so happy for the boys. I'm so happy for the town. I'm so happy for the coaching staff. They work so hard.
Absolutely.
All of them. So
Kevin, what about you? What do you walk away most proud of tonight? You got a 0 on the board for defense. Your offense was highly productive. What are your big thoughts on the game tonight?
I think you hit the nail on the head. A couple points of emphasis over the last. I heard Coach Wagner talking about how hard they've been working over the last 28 days was to protect the ball. I think we only had 1 turnover. And then defense, what an improvement, obviously. They were always playing hard, but to finish a game off and to put a goose egg on the scoreboard, really proud of those guys. And just the way they came out, 28 days off, and we're focused. We had some penalties. There'll be some things to be coaching. I know the coaches like some things to coach, be some things to coach up, but overall just super proud. And being on the sidelines, I got to hear those upperclassmen cheering on those underclassmen that were playing. That's a cool feeling, gives me goosebumps. Just proud to be a Mustang tonight.
You were on the sideline too. I didn't notice any injuries. I think you escaped tonight injury-free. I mean, I'm sure you got some bumps and bruises, but I think we're in good shape tonight.
Yeah, I think, Devin hopped up, and that was an unfortunate play. He was blocking down the sidelines, blocking way down the field, and running back rolled him up, but he hopped up and came back in and made him. You won't see a better catch than he made along the sidelines, and you can watch football all weekend. So I think we escaped the injury bug this week.
I think tonight was a good night for Blake Saul too. I mean, yeah, he had some passes he overthrew guys, moments he needed to settle down, but he put 45 and led an offense and put 45 points on the board. And for me, I think Blake really needed this night. I really do. As he's getting ready to run the gauntlet of district play, I think that offensive line needed to protect. You're going to face some defenses going to have a little more grit to them, have a little more teeth. But these guys tonight created some holes. The running game, to me, man, just almost every play moved forward.
Confidence.
Absolutely.
It's a confidence builder, and we needed that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And he missed some throws. I'm sure he had some throws he'd like to have back, but he protected the ball. He didn't turn the ball over, and that's what a leader's going to do for you, senior leader.
Absolutely. Good to see getting that many receivers involved in the game and spread it out a little bit. So a good night all in all. Coach Wegner's talking to the team, so we're going to let him do that. Gentlemen, Doug, thank you. Kevin, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a fun night. We're going to do it again next Thursday night right here as Catoosa Indians come to town. For the broadcast team, my broadcast engineer, Rick Fisher, couldn't do it without him.
The man, the
myth, the legend, Johnny Daramo, our statistician. You guys have a wonderful Mustang evening. We'll see you back next Thursday night.